Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What is happening, everybody? Big up to everybody. You are on a Celtic World, the undefeated Drinkalong. And once again, my main man Kaiser is late to the party. X-Man's not, though. This is serious business. This is cup business. And we got to bring out the big guns for this one. So he's not messing around tonight. What's happening, everybody? Big up to Big Dez, Michael Ross, Christopher George, on y va, allons-y. What's happening to everybody who's in the chat already? I mean, Craig Young, hail to everybody joining in. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. What's the prediction for the scoreline? Interesting starting lineup. Nothing really unexpected, but interesting to see Trusty in for our main man, Leomaldo Scolaci, as Kaiser would say, who should be joining us momentarily. But, it'll be the usual 10, 15 minutes into it. Anybody got any score predictions? I think we're going to go big today. I think that extra space on the Hampden pitch is going to really, really be a plus for us, and it'll really show out our fitness against Aberdeen. So, hail to the bold Finianite here. Yeah, finally got his fur back, man. This woman cut his hair too short like 2 years ago, and it's finally back. We got Christoph with 3-0. Yeah, I'm thinking similar, man. I'm gonna go 4-0 just to be safe, but man, I think we're gonna really show out today. This is gonna be, I think the boys have felt a little bit badly done by the game at Celtic Park. I think a lot of the fans do too as well. So we want to really show the fuck out today. So, what up? Hail. Celtic 4, Aberdeen 0 is my choice. I'm not trying to sell Aberdeen short. They have played some impressive football. Like, I'm loving what they're doing this year. But yeah, man. I think we're gonna be looking pretty good today. What's up to everybody in the chat? So we got Christoph at 3-0. Big Dez in with 2-0, liking that, staying a little conservative. And yeah, I could see that. I mean, we get a lot of conservative ball in the cup games, so you can kind of see that happening if Aberdeen just kind of batten down the hatches. But I don't think they're gonna, man. I think they're gonna come out and come at us. They saw some success in that first game with us, and we are basically at kickoff right now. So I gotta find the stream on Celtic TV here. I actually didn't set myself up. What am I doing, man? But big up to everybody in the chat. Like and subscribe. We're really still a growing channel right now. I think we're up to almost 1,500 subscribers every week. Definitely worthwhile content. You get the Drinkalong, of course, which is, I mean, let's face it, it's the fucking flagship. And then, you get shows twice a week from our commentators all over the world. And any of you, especially females, who want to join us on the flagship podcast, who are based abroad or just your Celtic daft, send us a message, show us some love, and, we'll get you on the show. But, yeah, that's my pitch for everybody out there. We got Michael Ross in with 3-1. Sarah Hawken is in with 3-0. And what are you guys drinking on tonight? I'm having a coffee to start, and I'm going to go get the beer rolling. Hopefully Celtic will get the goals rolling, so I have an excuse to drink the holy water from John Jameson and Sons a little bit later. But yeah, what are you guys thinking about the starting lineup? The only surprise was Trusty over Leomaldo Scolaci for me. And the rest looked like pretty much our best team that we can put out there. So any surprises in that? We got Big Dez having a bud or 6. That's what I'm fucking talking about, Dez. I got some Stella short cans in the fridge for tonight after this coffee. But it's 2:30 a.m. here, so forgive me on the coffee, but I needed it. Anyways, what's going on to everybody in the chat? I gotta get this Celtic game rolling on my phone. I don't know why I gotta sign in and register every time, man. I keep telling them, remember me. Nothing happens. But I mean, Celtic Aberdeen. I mean, whatever. So what's going on with this? Okay, I'm logged in. Kaiser, what's Kaiser saying? These guys are in the chat with your legend. Kaiser, what's happening? I don't know what's happening with my game feed, man. What's the deal? Kickoff starts Saturday, November 2nd, 2:30. Hello. I am subscribed. Like, what the shit is going on here? Is the cup game like not on or something? I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Boo, 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 boo. Like I logged in and like the thing didn't change, so I can like watch the game. Okay, match hub. Dude, my shit is still just blank. Is anybody else having a problem with Celtic TV right now? What's happening? I don't know. Let's see what Kaiser's saying right here. Yo, legend. I love it. I love it every time we're starting a game. Kaiser's coasting in and just like, hey, what's going on? Joining the chat. He should be on screen with me right now, but this is how we roll. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to go to go to an alternate site here to get my football on Celtic TV. Anybody else having problems with Celtic TV? I can't turn the game on, man. I log in and it's like I'm not subscribed or something. So whatever that shit. Let's see where we got here. So 2:30 Celtic Aberdeen. Get this game on the screen. Yeah, I've totally missed kickoff here. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, Pam, mine too. Celtic TV. I can't even turn on the game through Celtic TV, so I've just gotta roll with it, I guess. I've got it on kind of a bullshit stream or whatever, but yes, Pam, hail, big up from here in Korea. Late night, and I guess all the fog. This is probably all the smoke from the supporters, right? I mean, this is the ultras putting on their flare displays and all that type of stuff down at both ends. What is up with Hampden, anyways? It seems like it's built in a fucking basin or something. Like all the smoke just hangs there. It's ridiculous. Every single time we have a cup semi, we have a final. It's like the game looks like it was kicked off in San Francisco Bay or something in the depths of winter. Ridiculous. But is it actually that foggy today in Glasgow? I doubt it. It's all smoke, right? Yeah, smoke, of course. But what's up with all the smoke just hanging there? Shouldn't it be going up into the atmosphere like normal smoke? What the fuck is going on here, man? Kaiser.
Yo, legend. What's going on?
Oh, we got some time from the smoke to have a smoke, huh?
Yeah, that's because Hampden's built in like a basin. It's like on a hilltop, and then it's like a hilltop, and then it's like the stadium, and then they dig it down.
They dug it down.
The hill.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean,
right.
Daniel? The stands come down, so all the smoke just sits in it like a cauldron.
I do know what you mean, Kaiser.
Not a cauldron, as in a good kind of cauldron. I'll stop asking if you know what I mean, right, Daniel? It's just a verbal speech thing.
No, I'm gonna start saying.
Don't let Gav pressure you into bullying me and pickling me with the rest of them. Gav, that guy wanks Dugs. You know what I mean? Don't let him fucking.
I'm gonna
your brain.
I'm gonna make it like very Americanized because you're not gonna be able to stop doing that. So I'm gonna start saying, you know what I'm saying, like all the time. Well, I'll keep it very like North American.
I do it. I'll actually do it a lot, Daniel, because believe it or not, when live streaming on Twitch, a lot of American people would come in and watch, and I just always made a point of making sure they were understanding what I was saying.
Yeah.
You've heard the Glaswegian language. So many words we change when you're in full flow. You say a word like heat, and somebody in America goes, "What the fuck's a heat, man? What's a heat? I don't know what a heat is." And by the time he said that to himself, he's lost himself in the entire conversation, and he no longer understands you. That's why they think we speak different languages.
Yeah.
The funniest thing is when an American person
also
says
Americans can't speak English. I mean, people listen to me on this channel. They know I can't speak English. So
that's the funniest, Daniel, when an American person says to you, "Can't you speak English, buddy? Can't you speak English?"
Yeah. What the hell is going on here? You can't speak English?
Yeah, sure can.
Well,
cheers, Daniel, with your coffee.
Neither. All right, yeah. I'm gonna run and go get a brew here real quick and my vape. So X-Man's getting antsy here too, man. He's like, they're not fucking kicking off. Like, what's the goddamn deal, man?
Pure deed smoky, man.
Pure
smoky as eating, man.
Pure deed smoky in my head, man.
There's pigeons in there with gas masks on, trying to fly about, man. Never taking out you, Michael. You're the new man. We're bullying you now, Michael, for your common descent, for your origins and schemes and stuff. Ensuring foreign people want to know what you're talking about.
What's up? What's your predict for the score, man? Any surprises in the lineup?
4-2. I was going for Daniel all the way. 2-1 in the first half to Celtic. 2-1 in the second half again.
Well, conservative pick. I would have expected another 7-0 something. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think anything's going to. I think this game's going to be riveting, pulsating game. We us going forward, and then Aberdeen trying to hit us on the counter attack. They've set up what looks like to be that counter attacking side and hit us from halfway with pace, like they did, like they scored against us. Maybe that's why Trusty's on. Brendan's trying to counteract that.
Yeah,
his recovery pace being so good.
Trusty and Scales have both been playing very well lately. I mean, but you got to get CCV back in there. I mean, if he's available, aside from McGregor, he's the heart and soul of the team. So,
I think for those qualities that CCV brings, Daniel, for these rock solid defending, his nerve and his ability, he's a top pick over any defender, even though I would say Liam Scales has been our outstanding defender so far this season. He's been my number one centre-back. But still, when you stack CCV up, at least on paper, it's like that obvious pick. Trusty and Scales, for me, Scales is the obvious pick. Managers chose it to go with Trusty today. Let's hope Liam doesn't feel too betrayed. It being cast off and left aside. Let's hope he takes it in stride, and it's to rest him for the midweek game in Europe.
I don't know. You can't discount that factor as well, man. I mean, that's a big one. So
I'm sorry,
anyways, Kaiser, I was figuring you weren't here because you were at the game with all this fucking smoke in the air.
No. See, if I went to the game,
shorts with a bunch of cats up in there.
And when I go to the games, Daniel, I'll take my mobile phone with me and I'll go live in the stands. You know what I mean? And I'll come into the drink along for the sit along and watch along.
Yeah, excellent. Well, I'm gonna go grab a drink and a vape and shot glass and holy water, and we'll be right back. This guy's a little hot too. Anyways, we'll see you in a second.
But I can't see the line. Val just makes the lines up. Welcome in, legends. Thank you for being here. Daniel's getting his a wee whistle. Daniel's getting his a wee whistle in. Let's go, Daniel. Or that green smoke, aye. You see that coming over here as well. There's a lot of that going around. I do still have the pyro. I do have a green pyro ready to rumble. It's just I think I'm going to be that one fan that gets his band in Europe. I've got this pyro just sitting here. It just keeps speaking to me. It's like, take me to the game. Set me off. We don't give a fuck. But I do give a fuck, and I would not do that. pardon me. I was just watching in the other shows we're watching. Well, I know most of you in chat as well. Watch them in the build-up. Big Baz. And then into Axum. See my man Quinny in there on Axum. I was like, oh, my man Quinny's got a gig in there. He must have got his CV in. You know what I mean? He's got his CV under the mat. Yo, Dano. Yo, Dano. Yo, Adrian. Yeah, fuck you too, Dan. I know I watched that video about New York, mate. That was funny as fuck. I was laughing at it, mate.
Oh, dude, yeah. Johnny T, yeah. Johnny T telling the tourists about what's up in New York, huh?
Yeah.
Go
You're
fast.
a jerk. Don't get me wrong. I come to your town. I'm the jerk. Get out of the fucking way.
Hey, look at me. I'm in South Dakota.
I got a camera.
Being stupid and stopping you from going to work when you're trying to go to work, huh? You see that? Jerk. Yeah.
Brilliant, mate.
I don't know who the voice actor is. He's got like the most perfect, like Italian Bensonhurst Brooklyn accent ever, man.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Absolute class, mate.
Yeah. Really funny. Yeah. Johnny T's Guide to NYC, if any of you guys are looking for something to laugh at, man.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Video, man. Yeah.
Just he's
got a couple of others that are like riding the subway, walking down the street. Like they're all really funny, but like really, really true.
Yeah, it's life advice.
Get out of the way is the most New York thing you could ever say. Like it's the most New York thing in the English language. Get out of the way. you hear it 20 times. You hear it 20 times in like 3 hours.
You'll see when you come to Glasgow, Daniel, why I think if Glasgow had a twin city somewhere in the world, it would be New York, because the vibe of the city and also the mentality of the people. Even a grandma will fucking tase your ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't mess with anyone. Everybody, but at the same time, everyone's really nice. See, like when you know how to conform within the system, everyone's super nice.
Yeah, Chicago's like that too. If you're within the boundaries of kind of acceptable local behavior or whatever, everybody's like the nicest person in the world. You step outside the realm. Oh man, it is rough. Oh,
let's go.
Oh, that's a fucking skeet flying around my office.
A stink fly, did you say?
Mosquito, skeet. Yeah, stink fly.
Why is it a stink fly? I'm like, what?
I'll tell you what, man. If any of you guys come to Korea in the fall, like you're gonna find out about the mosquitoes here, man. I don't know where they get their like ninja ass training, but they are not like North American mosquitoes. North American mosquitoes are dumb and slow, but there's a jillion of them.
Dano, you are what you eat.
Numbers.
You are what you eat, Dano.
Mosquitoes here are fucking fast and sneaky. Like you wake up, there's
like ninja Dano
in your house, dude. They like fly to like camouflage themselves on like wood paneling and stuff like that. I mean, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, they're smart and they're fast, bro. I don't know what goes on in the mosquito genetic world here, but they are bananas, man.
If Pam ever goes to Korea, she'll be like, "Ah, shit, it's a whole new game."
Yeah.
Pam, dry in an instant.
American mosquitoes are bad, but they're big, dumb, and slow. But there's billions and billions of them. They're everywhere. I mean, they just survive in sheer numbers, man.
That's why
East Asian mosquitoes are fucking crazy, man.
That's why Dano's so skinny. He's actually 42 stone American guy, but the mosquitoes just keep drinking him every day.
You should see my feet. They're almost down to the bone by now, man. I'm just getting my feet fucking eaten while I'm sleeping. But yeah.
Feet. Oh, it's another free kick. It's a bit harsh through the back of Kyogo there, the edge of the area, but it's not a free kick. Yeah, we started bright as a button.
Yeah, I think both teams have started pretty bright here so far.
Anyway. Yeah, I thought that as well. I thought it came through the back of Kyogo there. Yeah, cheers, Dano, my man. Let's go. Drinkalong.
Cheers, everybody. Yeah, that should have been a foul when Kyogo got barreled over, man.
I mean,
just like the Dazinho, man. We're getting our Japanese players are getting screwed.
Yeah. They're fucking us.
they're fucking us. You know what I mean, Johnny T?
Know what I mean? I can feel it. Get out of the way. They're fucking us. With a ball. With a
Get
ball.
out of the way. Look, either make the call or get out of the way. Oh. Angles blasted it off into infinity there. Should have passed it off, man. Heck, Yogo on a good run. Nah, but he's too late. Ooh.
Seen a few people mention about Engels, Daniel, and I think some of what I heard, I was like, you know what, that sounds pretty spot on about how he's just come into our league. He's moved from 1 game a week up to like 2 games a week, and competitive football at Celtic and fast-paced Scottish football as well. I do think a victim of his own success in the first few games as well. Really set the bar very high.
Yeah,
I think there is going to come that stage where he's going to find that middle ground between his ability and fitness, and he's going to really excel again from that point forward. It's kind of like Matt O'Reilly did.
I mean, nothing is purely linear, and there's some kind of trend that just continues to go up. I mean, he's still a super young player. He's still got to sharpen his teeth a little bit. There's going to be some moments where he's not having great games or whatever, but the kid is a player, man, a player. And I mean, having him for penalties for me is enough to keep him in the team. Honestly, nobody takes penalties like him in our squad.
Just that one penalty ability.
I'll tell you what, you gotta love how the wingers have been coming back to help or trying to cause a ruckus when they have the ball, man. The hustle that's been shown by Maida as always, but Kuhn came back and caught up with Duke, made a great play.
Yeah, I think Kuhn kind of realised what Celtic fans were passionate about Dyson, even though he made mistakes and he fell over the ball and whatnot. We were passionate about his work ethic, and I'm always giving it 100%. He leaves everything on the field, and he helps his defender as well. He tracks back, he puts the work in, he puts the dirty work in. So I think that embarrassed a lot of players, and maybe some of them who thought they had bigger talent, but the fans weren't giving them as much love, looked at that and thought, if I offer the basics, then we can go somewhere with this. And Kuhn certainly took that on board.
Yeah. Kuhn works hard, man. And his speed is ferocious. I mean, he is just a fucking fast player, man.
Of course, it does. We do see that, Daniel. That's what I noticed in the European ties when we're players like Maida and Kuhn have to work back really hard with their pace. They're kind of burning rocket fuel in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
You want them going forward, and then when we do eventually break forward, sometimes we seem to be lacking that pace where you really need it, where you really need the clinical finish. We're lacking it
at full speed, right? I mean, yeah.
I think because we're working so hard in other areas as well, players are putting so much in just to set that standard. You need to imagine every team that plays against us. This is Aberdeen's cup final right here. They've given this their all. This means you're in 100% for every ball. We're going to chase every lost cause. It means you need to chase every lost cause. It becomes a war of attrition.
It could be argued that this is the cup final for either team, like the real cup final.
Yeah, exactly, Daniel. That could be easily argued. Easily.
Yeah, because I mean,
they just seen Trusty look a bit loose with the ball there, almost lose it at the back.
Oh my God, damn! Ooh, that was a good chance. Just couldn't connect with it.
I think I'm like 30 seconds behind you, Daniel.
I'll tell you what. You know who's still behind us is the viewers. They're still talking about fucking skeets, man.
Still talking about the skeeters.
Still talking about the skeeters.
Chat just has a life of its own. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Just keep commenting in the comments. Get them up on the screen. I love it when chat's a part of the stream, Daniel, and then people watching back. See, when I watch the streams back as well, it never brings the chat up. But when I live streamed on Twitch, I can add the chat. I can get the web address of the chat and add it to the stream. so it will come on the screen. So even when it's recorded, people can see what was said in chat. It doesn't just look like me and you are talking to invisible people.
Yeah,
Dyson just.
I mean, we should stick to the issues that the viewers care about, right? Let's just talk.
Scotty's midges.
We'll talk about mosquitoes and midges the entire time. Midges? Is this what they call mosquitoes, or
no?
What are midges?
Midges are like they do bite you, Dano, right? And they drink blood just like mosquitoes. But see what a micro machine is to a car. A midgie is to a mosquito. So in scaling, a midgie is it's like a fruit fly, Dano. It's absolutely tiny. But yeah, they bite at you. Yeah, they bite at you.
Whack.
And they come in swarms, Dano. See wherever there's stagnant water or standing water, just like mosquitoes.
Yeah,
that's
they're just breeding like they're like crazy. Yeah,
they're like the stupid half-wit cousin of mosquitoes from Britain who has no teeth, Dano. He's like Gumsy and stuff.
Yeah, the midget cousin of mosquitoes.
He's keeping inbred. He's only got 2 teeth. They'll give you a sore bite if you let them, but
that's another thing that here in Korea gets intense when it's super warm outside. I mean, it's like the end of the summer and it's like August. It's hot as hell. Fruit flies here, man. Fruit flies are just everywhere. You can have a perfectly clean house, whatever.
Yeah, they're just everywhere.
They're just everywhere, man. They're just everywhere. I'm like militant. I mean, people recycle their food waste here, so people will keep like a bin with their food waste or whatever. I put it in the freezer, man, because it's like if you don't, it is fucking horrible, man.
See, but like what's going on here, Daniel? They usually collect the food waste and the garden waste just along with your council tax and your average bin collections in Glasgow. But they've changed that, and you need to pay £60 a month to have that brown bin collected now. So they changed it just for the garden waste to put your food waste in it as well and made the collection all year round. So now instead of people using the bin and paying the money, they're like, fuck you, I ain't paying no money. I'm just going to feed it to the pigeons. So we got some of the fattest pigeons you ever seen right now, bro.
Oh, look at this cross. Who was that? God. AJ with a bad cross, man. Oh, well. Who cares? It's all right. It's a bad cross. You had a bad cross. Hey, get out of the way.
Get out of the way. Yeah, they're definitely trying to play long and just hurt us with pace.
Yeah, it's we've been staying relatively calm though, and keeping a good amount of the ball and kind of withstanding their counters really well, like getting back on the ball like right away when they're trying to attack us in midfield. It's been good. But yeah, we're just lacking quality in the final third, which is always a fucking killer. But
yeah, I just seen that one there. AJ overcooks it.
Yeah.
Throws in a hard-boiled egg.
I thought that was Dyson for a second, man. Like, oh.
He was looking for Dyson, I think.
Yeah, he was.
Try to pick him out the back post.
Dyson just kind of gave up on it. He's like, oh, I know what that is.
I see that in the chat there for Ian as well. We're scoring soon. Yeah, it's got that vibe about it right now. We seem to be defensively solid and just building more into the game, looking more and more a threat.
Yeah, Town is saying that Maeda would have been offside. He might have a point there. I didn't really think about that.
You don't ever think about that, Daniel. That's why VAR's such a pain in the ass. You just see the goal go in and you celebrate it, and then they call it back, and you need to celebrate again or not celebrate.
But then on the other side of it, the offside rule in football has got to be the most impossible, ridiculous rule to enforce ever. I mean, it's just microscopic millimeters. It's impossible to enforce, man. You can't do it.
I mean, what was that there for Callum McGregor?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just waves at Trusty like, yeah, sorry.
This is kind of
fuck yeah.
Oh, this is dangerous. Oh man. Oh, nice play. Viney just kind of clears it. What is with this camera work here? Oh, they called somebody offside?
I don't know, Dano. I'm still watching the Engels
Aberdeen had a
conceding a free kick.
bit of a dangerous area free kick there, but yeah, nothing came of it. Aberdeen are pressing up pretty high.
But they need to maximise anything. See, any corner kick, free kick, anything they win up the pitch, they're going to try and maximise that. Any set piece, that's to be expected. It's how we break. It's how we break away and how we break out of that. And I would suggest something other than the big size 9 toe bash straight up the pitch to no one, which seems to have just happened there. You know what I mean? Reach into the golf bag and pull out the size 4 toe and curl that one up the pitch.
Boy,
we just need to.
Ankles really got wrestled down here, man. I mean,
we just need to establish that bit of control again.
Like
I said, Daniel, I think the game's going to be like this, regardless the score, regardless who scores first, whoever it may be, could come against it on a play. I would say right now, Aberdeen could score, Celtic could score. I don't think it's going to make any difference to this game. It's just one of those. It's going to be pounding right until the final whistle, and whatever the score is. Yeah, Engels definitely get flattened there.
Yeah, real kind of neck takedown, horse collar thing going on there.
Yeah, big guy, haven't he, mate?
He's got some heft, man.
Young Engels, he's just a puppy. He's just a puppy. He's a big puppy, ain't he, Dano? Is he 20 years old or something, Engels? 21?
Yeah, 20, man. 20, 21. He's, yeah. No, Seinfeld. Come on, Michael. Get it right.
Yeah, it was Seinfeld. Listening to Coast to Coast.
Who's the snitch? What's going on, man? Glad to see you in chat, as always.
Welcome in, legends.
Yeah, no doubt. I was also watching. I mean, the reason I ran into that Johnny T video is because I was teaching some students about New York before they went on a trip to New York. So it was funny. There was another guy who was on TikTok, and he's like, I don't think I'm a very good tour guide. And he's like, this is Central Park, named after the cafe from, and this whole group of tourists are like, Friends. It's like, yes, that's right. This guy's looking at the Statue of Liberty like, I said, what can you tell me about the Statue of Liberty? He's like, I'm pretty sure that's new. You know?
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, guy doesn't know fucking thing, man. Yeah.
Like, it was nice when they first installed it and it looked copper, but over the years she's turned green. don't like it now, you know what I mean, Daniel? Take it down, scrap it.
Aye.
The old Lady Liberty.
Well, the new Lady Liberty.
I would be like, I would see if I went to
2020 after the pandemic.
If I went to New York, Daniel, I would want to go to like Plum Island and Montauk Bay, and then see the sites like Montauk Bay and Camp Hero, what Stranger Things is all based on. I'd like to go there and see those sort of things. I wouldn't just hang around and be like, hey, I want a cannoli from Joe's. I want a cannoli as well, but I want to go to the weird places, you know what I mean?
I mean, you know what? While I was teaching the kids, my students, all this stuff. I mean, they're all adults. They're all like office workers for the education department here. While I was teaching them about New York, I had the biggest pining for like a deli sandwich, like a proper sandwich from a proper New York deli. Oh God, I would give anything to have that delivered right now.
Would you not just rip the piss out of you? I would be at every building. I'd be like, yeah, this is fucking Nakatami Towers. This is where they film Die Hard.
Yeah, right.
Come in, take them up the elevator to the 90th floor, and I'd be like, this is the air vent. Bruce Willis actually crawled inside.
Dude, if I was a real tour guide, like even like here in Korea, I would be so tempted to do shit like that. Like, so tempted.
Oh, hell yeah.
Really, really. Oof. I
mean, in Glasgow, Daniel, we've got see that movie with Jet Li, Unleashed? It's Danny the dog, and he's got the collar. Bob Hopkins takes the collar off him and he starts fighting. Have you seen that before?
No.
Parts of that, World War Z, some of the Fast and Furious movies, some of the Batman movies, the new ones, filmed round about Glasgow because of the architecture is so much like New York. So they come here and they shut down our city and bring a few taxi cabs and shit like that, like looks like it's from New York, put it in the street, and you never know the difference, Daniel. But of course, if they were trying to close a street in New York, it would cost them like fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, exactly.
But in Glasgow, they just close any street. They're like, yeah, you want a street closed? Fuck it, have it, yay! Can we see Batman?
Bodega sandwich, Pam. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. Yo.
Bro, I only know about bodegas from the movie Half Baked. And the guy's got to buy weed. And he's like, he goes in and he's like, you have to go to a bodega. Bodegas. And you have to do something crazy so they remember you. He turns around and puts his ass out and they're like, oh, black ass. Welcome, black ass. You're back for weed. So much fun, mate. Half Baked. What a movie. Right,
Half Baked is still funny, man. Still funny.
That's one of my favorite movies, Daniel, ever.
Jim Brewer and Dave Chappelle and shit. That is fucking off the wall, man. It's so good.
That and Kung Pao. Have you ever seen that, Daniel? It's like an old dubbed martial arts movie, but they superimpose people's heads on it, and it's like they go to do like a kung fu battle, and the guy puts on a Run DMC radio, and he's got it on the shoulder and that in the background. It's so much fun.
Right.
Kung Pao. That's
square sausage. Square sausage. Toddy scone. How similar would this be to like a sausage roll?
Square sausage is.
I'm a big.
Of course, Daniel. If you think of sausage, but without the case, so like the inside of the sausage, and it's mashed flat and then into a square. Right.
Like, we have stuff like that in the States. Yeah.
Right, and then
like
a potato scone is basically like some sort of potato hash, but it's pounded flat again, Daniel. So it's
fried around, like it's fried around the sausage. Yeah.
No, it's separate. It's completely separate.
Okay.
So it's like a separate part of your breakfast, Daniel. You've got your potato scones. That's why I say I compare them to like hash browns for Americans.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean,
think of a hash brown, Daniel, but black.
Man, my move when I was in the UK, like if I was hungry in the morning, like I'm not a big breakfast guy, but getting a quick sausage roll from some good bakery or something anywhere in the UK was so. Oof.
You need to go to Greg's, Daniel. We've got prescriptions for Greg's sausage rolls. They're so addictive, mate. People go to counselling. Used to have the AA and 12 steps. Now you've got the GA. You've got Greg's Anonymous. I just need a pasty. Just one steak, mate. Injector. No. Give me a steak, mate. Oh, go on, Dyson. What a fucking corner flag assassin is that man when he's shooting.
Yeah, at least he's hitting something, you know.
I think he thought to sell shoot, cross, and done neither. It actually comes off the Aberdeen player. That should be a Celtic corner kick.
Yeah, did they not give that a corner? That definitely came off an Aberdeen player.
Yeah, I'm 30 odd, 40 odd seconds behind you, Daniel. I'm at 12.
Yeah, I didn't catch it after the action.
Checking for a possibility of a penalty, it says on my screen, Daniel. I don't know whose hand that hurt. I've never seen that.
No plans to do that, snitch. I'm not. Well, I'm staying at his place, but I don't think I mean, I'll be filming him while he's trolling motherfuckers outside of Ibrox, but I'll have like, I don't know.
No, I'll have like make some intimate love videos as well, Daniel. You know what I mean? A bit of talking and stuff. Well, sausage and sausage meat perfectly. Told you before, Daniel, you like put your sausage against my sausage, then I stretch my skin over you and spin you around my head. Like a helicopter, Daniel. Like a helicopter. Woo! Go, Daniel.
Yo, Tim, for real? You totaled your truck last night? Damn. No. Come on, man.
Ibrox is the best place for a bonfire because you're fully enclosed and shite, and we all know shite doesn't burn. It's fire retardant.
That's why it's never properly burned down.
It's fire retardant, no retardant, retardant.
Retardant.
So it's get turned in it, Dano.
Yeah, geez, totally your truck. Damn.
That's someone I've not seen in chat for a while. Street Shitter.
Yeah, I haven't seen Street Shitter in a while either. Yeah, man.
Enjoyed the last Drinkalong as well. Big Baz came in. He says he was coming in for half time, Dano, and he hang around for a while. But I wasn't kicking him out. You know what I mean, Dano? Baz can.
I don't really give a shit either, man. You know, like trolls come in and act like assholes. It's fine. You're just adding to the channel's flavor, man. Who gives a fuck, man? Thanks for the support, dickheads.
Yeah, it's the internet, bro. Trolls are like stray cats. Don't feed them or they come back. If you give them any attention, it feeds their mentality. They think they're getting something out of you. I actually live rent-free in trolls' brains, Dano, because they can't get to me. I don't know what it is. I must be like troll-proof. Maybe it's because I look in the mirror long and hard and I know exactly how much of a dick I am. It doesn't bother me. I've Eminem'd myself, mate. I went through 4 courses at 8 Mile. I'm fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, like I don't care. A lot of other channels they're kicking people off and
come on, activity, positive, negative.
I honestly do not give a fuck. Yeah, like whatever. Yeah. I'm definitely not gonna highlight their bullshit. But
if any fan of any opposing team comes in, Dano, and makes an educated point, says something intelligent, wants to join the conversation, no problem at all. I wish there was more of that. Some people have been like it in the past, but people who just want to come in and say stupid comments and think they're enticing people or angering anybody, calm down. You know what I mean? Go and sniff the saddle of your sister's bike. We all know that's what you do anyway. You saddle sniffers.
What was that joke when we beat Rangers 1-0 at Ibrox last year, kind of a miracle win, and they were showing some fans just fucking raging at the end, and like this guy was like, this hunt at one end. I mean, everybody's raging, and he's like this, but then he's like this, and you're like, and then your joke was, he's doing it for my ma, he's doing it for my dad.
That's where he puts these fingers.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, if they start trolling out here, I mean, what are they gonna do to you? I mean, you're dealing with them every day. You're gonna fucking smoke them. I'm not afraid. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
See anyone, Dan, all right? Someone said something to me once, and they said, anyone who is doing better than you in life, right? A millionaire, a billionaire, a guy who's living his best life, he's never going to go out his way to bring you down or tear you down. See, people who are doing worse than you in life, they're the people who go out their way to tear you down because they're trying to elevate themselves by clambering on top of people. Truly, what they're showing is their own desperation. So every time a troll comes in and types in the chat, all I see is, I'm desperate for attention. Please, someone pay attention to me.
Or just, this is horrible. It feels this bad that I've got to do this. Yeah. I mean,
especially
it's not a surprise that, major platforms and channels get a lot of trolls, but coming and fucking around with us, it's like, all right, yeah, cool. So,
Dano's a fucking mop and I'm a bucket. We're built for cleaning up shit. It doesn't bother us,
Man, I mean, you're trying.
Anytime, come in.
You're trying to talk shit to me and Kaiser. It's not gonna end well. You're gonna get fucking.
I'm keeping an eye on the chat for Christoph's future reports.
I know, Christoph. On le futur.
And Christoph says he would come on the drink along as well, Daniel. One stage he would join in. I said, like, anytime, you know what I mean? But it's trying to get in touch with them on social media as well. So I think we need to start maybe putting the links up to social media for a Celtic World one, and then people can
alert, yes.
Yeah, there's a yes alert.
Yes alert. It is. Oh, that was actually not that far ahead of me.
There's a yes alert coming in.
CCV with the header of
a big CCV.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
I've not seen it yet, Daniel. I'm watching for it rolling in.
Yeah.
That's what I got. I've got the tunes on for the corner.
Beautiful, man.
Go Saturn. Go on.
Get in there.
Oh, big CCV up like a fucking salmon. Look at him.
It's like I don't know. It's like seeing a rare bird or something when he scores a goal. When's the last time he scored a goal? What was it? It was like Hearts, like the season before last.
Look at him, mate. Look at him. It's like watching a nuclear-powered submarine take flight, even though that's never happened. That movie, remember that movie, The Hunt for Red October? That's what happened there, bro.
Right.
CCV just came out of there. Well, out of the penalty box like a whale, mate.
Let's face it, only Sean Connery could make a submarine fly. You know, if anybody's gonna do it.
Crazy Ivan. I'm watching The Hunt for Red October, the night trips. I watched one last night, Daniel. There's a few of them on YouTube, right? Just 1980s movie, and it's called The Super with Joe Pesci.
Oh,
and he's like the superintendent in a building, bro, and I was fucking pissing myself.
He's a total prick. Yeah. Dude, that is a funny ass movie, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
I watched it last night, Dad.
It's not for everybody, man. It is like got some crass racial humor in there. Like, fucking bad, but he gets it as bad as he gives it in that movie.
Oh hell yeah!
It's so good though, man. Joe Pesci is a brilliant comic actor too, man. Him in comedies, like My Cousin Vinny was fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I mean, Home Alone is genius. Yeah,
comic genius, bro. As well as movies like Casino and Goodfellas and serious acting. But yeah, amazing. Yeah, I watched it. I remember seeing it when I was younger, Dan. When I seen it on YouTube, I was like, "The Super, get it on! It's free. It's on YouTube." I sat watching it, pissing myself laughing. He comes and he parks his Corvette, and they come to fucking strip the entire car. And he comes down, the alarm starts getting off in the morning. He's like, it's not went off all night, and they stripped the entire car. It's hilarious. I'm like, welcome to Govan.
You gotta look at the camera, bro.
Let's go, X-Man.
High five. It's good. Yeah.
Funny, like a clown. Like I'm supposed to amuse you.
I'm supposed to fucking amuse you. Huh?
Hey, Joey, go get your shoe shine box. Oh motherfucker.
Dude, that's still, I think that's still my favorite gangster movie, man. Goodfellas is just.
It's one of my favorites.
Ooh. Maeda. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yes.
I've not seen it. I'm at the stage where Aberdeen are now a bit in that corner.
Oh yeah, dude. We just broke out of jail on that one. Maeda and Kyogo, man, great goal. That was fabulous, man. That was fucking fabulous. Yes.
Yeah, let's
32
go.
in, up 2-0. You know what? This is kind of similar to the first game, man. We got to get a third.
Oh, look, Dyson breaking now. That's that. I know Dyson breaking.
Yeah, and he holds it up in front of the goal. The keeper who comes out, and then Kyogo's just
Kyogo buries it.
Puts it in under the bar. He puts it on the underside of the bar, and it rattles home, baby. Yes.
Maeda gets a ball and comes round and just drops his shoulder ever so slightly and sells the keeper. The keeper goes down for the ball. But you never know what Maeda's going to do.
Yeah, well, he
He's
shields the defender
unpredictable.
from the ball, and then he kind of holds up the keeper. Keeper's caught out in no man's land, and he catches Kyogo on the trailer, man. Brilliant.
See when he's got this blonde hair and it's all spiked up, Daniel, he looks like a comic book character called Ur Wully. It's Ur Wully.
All right, troops. Jameson, give us free money. I'm sick of this shit. By the way, yeah, we need to come up with some kind of midweek drink along extra podcast, you and I.
Oh, aye.
You know, unlike the flagship shows, we'll make it more irreverent or something. We could do it on this channel. But Kaiser and I have kind of been discussing this idea. What do you guys think? I think it's a good idea.
It's not like I'm unhappy with a Celtic world or anything like that, Daniel. I just recognise that we've got a lot of contributors on here. Everyone can't be on every show. Me and you do the drink along, and it's a kind of niche thing. Some of the guys don't like to do it. Some guys do like to do it. Some guys sit in solitude and watch the game. Some guys hide behind the couch. Some guys have chicken pox. Some guys don't. Some guys have roast beef and ham. Some guys have none. It's just the way it is. But
man, now you're gonna get me thinking about a fucking deli sandwich again, man. Don't do this. No more sandwich references, man.
Philly cheesesteak, Daniel.
Philly cheesesteak. You know what you got to have before you die, Kaiser, man. Fuck a Philly cheesesteak. Have an Italian beef from Chicago. You know this sandwich? Oh, bro. Oh, Italian beef is the jam. Everybody reps the Philly cheesesteak. No, man. Italian beef is where it's at.
I'm salivating now, Daniel, at the thought of it. I've got sore chops back here. I'm like,
everybody. I mean, the juice that they cook it in, everybody calls it gravy. They'll ask you, how much gravy do you want on your sandwich?
Blood,
they'll pour. I have them dip the bread in the gravy and serve it to me, man. Just a soaked sandwich of beef and giardiniera if you want it spicy. Oh, the best, man.
I just can't. See, when I was younger, Dan, I used to eat a lot of spicy food, but I got to a certain age and I just couldn't eat anything spicy. Just can't eat it. It cripples me. You know what I mean?
What kind of church is Des the priest at? Get the fuck out of here, man. You think your holy orders, Des?
Hey, what?
Oh.
Something like that.
Hate Sunday hangovers at Mass, especially with me being the priest.
I've never had a hangover in my life, Des, bro. Never. It doesn't matter what I drink. It doesn't matter how much.
Dude, seriously, you must have selective memory or something. Like this is fucking impossible, man.
Do you know what I think it is, Daniel? I think it's because I was born in the Wine Alley and lacked a wash and didn't drink water. So I'm like Bane when it comes to dehydration. I'm like
Bane.
You only come to know dehydration. I was born on this. I didn't see a bar of soap till I was 16.
It looks like the alcohol really affects you. I don't know such a thing.
I'm the bane of dehydration. You merely adopted dehydration. I could go to the desert, mate, and stroll about. Like, what's happening?
I think Craig Young read about this. American corned beef is different.
American corned beef is different. Corned beef.
How do you think it's different?
It's called furry mutton.
I think it's different too, man. I really didn't like corned beef in America, but I had it a couple times in the UK and like up in Scotland, and I was like, dude, this shit is good, man. And Ireland too, man. Ireland. I like the Irish corned beef too.
I like when I say something, Daniel, that I think is funny, so I laugh, and then I look at chat and I see all the laughy faces, and I think chat's laughing too. And then I see I've wrote somebody's name beside it, and it's not for me. And I'm like, fuck all you.
Somebody else talking shit. Yeah.
Fuck all
you, man.
How dare you be fucking funny in chat? It shows about me and Daniel.
This is about us doing nothing. Come on.
Explain about Celtic. Explain about the game.
Yeah. I'll be right back. Oi, laddie.
Hell yeah, Dano. Didn't be long, Dano. You can't hear me. Yeah, what we were thinking about doing as well, see, during the games, is having a half-time guest. See, for the 15-minute interval at half-time, somebody comes on, maybe one of you for chat, if anyone wants to join in, grab that link, get in here. If any of you would be interested, let us know. Come in, let us know how you're seeing the game going, what you're enjoying, what you're not enjoying, who needs to come off, who needs to get on. What tactical changes should Brendan make? Because he comes in and watches at half-time. He's a big fan of the half-time show where I just talk shite. Big father, Big Des. Big Des's favourite bit, my favourite bit of mass, mate, was like when the priest says, "Go, the mass has ended," and you sing that wee song, "Go, the mass has ended." That was my jam, mate. That was my ringtone on my phone. Go, the mass has ended. I hated getting dragged to mass. I hated it. The priest wouldn't touch me. I would throw myself at him, no matter what I'd done. Wearing sexy underwear for Ann Summers and everything. He didn't like me. He just had my stockings and everything on. The priest just wouldn't touch me. Dano.
Yeah, Snitch. I've been busy this weekend dicing up the corpse in my fridge for dog treats. So I'm getting rid of the evidence presently.
Oh yeah.
Presently. Did I say presidently? Well, whatever.
Presidently.
Presidently.
What is your thoughts on the November the 5th, Dano? Because it's bonfire night here, so there's going to be fireworks here anyway. So what are your thoughts on?
Yeah,
Trump
well, first of all, that's my birthday. I am
Is
like
it, Dano?
I'm like
Happy
the 23rd.
birthday, brother.
I'm the 23rd reincarnation of Guy Fawkes himself.
Oh, V is for Dano. V is for Vendetta, Virgin and Dano.
Total fucking hero, man. Anybody burning a bonfire.
Here we go, Dano. Dies in my head.
Yeah.
I just seen it. I don't know if it's counted or what. I just seen an absolute rocket.
No, I'm just seeing it on the replays, man. It must have been right after I sat down and I was feeding X-Men some corpse treats.
Yeah.
Dude, we are firing right now, man.
There's people in the crowd I see looking about, Dano, like, because they're in watching the Drinkalong and they've not seen that goal there because me and you were talking.
yeah. And we're not exactly adding to the analytical milieu of whatever's going on the internet.
The strength
man.
And running of Kyogo there. Not only that, that's a penalty as well.
It might have been had we not just popped it in. You know,
I don't know. Kyogo looks like he just goes down there. He's the hunt for Red October, my man. Kyogo just sounded that dive.
That's the second outdated reference to that movie. Come on, man.
He's almost in the box. He's going to go down.
Get with the times. I'm fucking dead.
You're watching that film tonight, Daniel.
Bane. I'm definitely watching that film. I'm definitely watching that movie tomorrow, man. What's done with this?
Yeah, but it's
you thought you were going to beat Celtic at Hampden. Well, I have different news for you.
I knew, Daniel, earlier on. I looked out the window and it was that pink sky at night, you know, when the sun's setting, just going on 5:10 here, and it's pink sky at night, Shepherd's Delight. I said it in Bazzy's chat. Pink sky at night, Shepherd's Delight. So that's a night where all the sheep get sore arses. Celtic are winning, definitely. As long as we don't go to this, is reminiscent of that last game, remember, when we went to sleep at half-time and never came back out. As long as that doesn't happen again, Dana.
Fucking skeet, man. God damn it. This guy keeps flying around like, I'm gonna bite you while you're sleeping, little do.
CCV is built like the Tasmanian devil. Just looking at his body shape there, Daniel, as he's running with the ball. Like he's built like Taz. He's got these wee powerful legs, and
he's a fucking athlete, man. I was watching Open Goal last year, and or whenever Andy Halliday was last playing for Hearts, and he was talking about being up near CCV, and he's like, one thing you don't realize watching him on TV is how goddamn fast he is. Like he can motor, man. And I was like, really? Huh, it's interesting. But if you actually watch him, like, have to make up some yards, man. He is quick.
Sorry, Dan, I just seen a guy in the Aberdeen crowd there sitting behind the manager, and he had his hood up, and I thought he was a daft Sith. I thought he was a Sith Lord or something, mate. He was just sitting in the background there, looked so unhappy. I was like, unlimited power, my man. Unlimited power.
Unlimited power.
That's what he looked like, Dan. He just had this face on.
Man, have you guys in chat ever read any of those like Star Wars actual books or anything? Man, I read the one about
Star Wars books.
His name's Darth Sidious, right? The Emperor, right? I read his like origin story and then like his Jedi Master, who I think was Darth Plagueis. Dude, those books are pretty goddamn good, man. Like, I know I'm biased. I'm like a huge Star Wars fan, but the books are like solid, man.
They sound like Scottish families.
Right.
That's big Darth Vegas down the road.
He likes to gamble. Sidious and Plagueis, right? They're cousins, man. Yeah. It's like, is that their real names? Yeah, sure, man.
I'm pretty sure if you track whole language back, it was all originally Scottish. Is that one world language, Daniel? The gods destroyed the world.
It all comes back. It all comes back to like Pictish and Scottish Gaelic, right?
Just think of all the aliens landing, Daniel, around the globe and introducing themselves to people, and they land. They land outside Govan Shopping Centre.
Brendan just was kicking the ball back on the field after some kind of fuck up, and he got a yellow card, but he slipped when he kicked the ball and fucking ass.
Oh, what? Not seen that yet, Daniel. Yeah,
dude, brilliant.
No studs in the loafers, Brendan.
Rodgers just bit it, kicking the ball back on the field. Not only got a yellow card, made an idiot out of himself. Brilliant.
Why did they try and like leather the ball back onto the field?
No idea, man. Whoa!
No, I mean, right, kick the ball back. We're winning 3-0, Daniel, right? Why did
all that goes wrong today? We're fine.
Leather the ball back onto the field.
Like, what's the point, man? Yeah.
Brendan's like secretly raging at me, bro.
Well, it was like Vale was running through on like an overlap, and Maeda kicked it off him out of bounds. I think Rodgers was just furious because that happened. He kicked the ball and it lands on his ass after he slips in his loafers, man.
But that's what I'm trying to say, Daniel, right? Personal experience at the side of the pitch, right? I've played football. I've not played football at a professional level. We've all played football. All of us know that's frustration. Why, when a ball's went out for a throw kick, are you power driving it in your penny loafers and skating down in your arse?
while the rain is just scalping down, like the pitch is completely waterlogged. You're not in sight, bro. Yeah,
he was hydroplaning. Actually, he tried to pass it back, started hydroplaning and fell. The kinetic energy struck the ball. Keep the faith, brother. Keep the faith. Brendan does no wrong. Actually, the grass assaulted him.
His next Gucci shoes will have studs. Craig.
Hell yeah, they need studs.
Craig, always right on the money with his calls.
It's a bad day when
God,
you
that's
need to
funny,
look at
man.
Brendan's shoes and say there's no studs in them, not even the one wearing them. Poor Brendan.
If that's the only thing that goes wrong today, we're fine. Perfect. 3-0. That's halftime, man. Woo! Yes, man. Yes.
Right, let's hope we stay awake. Oh, what an effort that was as well. Who's that? Hatate?
Oh, yeah. Never going in, but a good idea. Especially with the rain pissing down like it is, man. But thoughts, troops? I mean, aside from aside from our slippery extra left back there, we had a pretty good
So,
first half.
I know now, Daniel, for me, one eye starts drifting towards midweek, but I did reference the last game on purpose because we did look like the game was over and we did come out the second half. And maybe that's why Brendan was angrily kicking that ball back onto the pitch, because
Dude, it was a
game is
dumb
over.
move. Yeah, no, and it was a dumb mistake. Like Maeda just kicks it off a volley on an over while he's running on an overlap. He's trying to pass it back
So
to the defense, and it's like we're kind of building up into something, and then so it was definitely out of frustration. He was pissed off about that, that miscue, but
well, as I would like to say, Dan,
there wasn't
is
much
like
that went wrong.
I watch anime, right? But my wife watches crime investigation and murder mysteries and all sorts of CSI, and she leaves it on all night when I'm sleeping in the room. And one time I stopped smoking and I had a tape I used to play when I was sleeping to encourage me to stop smoking. So I'm drinking in that information. And my ultimate expertise, reading Brendan's body language, states that he was angry and trying to drive that ball back onto the pitch.
Yeah,
Fell on his arse, made his cell look like a tit. But I did think, why was he angry? Why was he angry, Dano? Right? And then
because we're going for a fourth goal. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
but we've lulled again.
We did get the third before halftime. I mean, you got to be feeling good. But this is pretty funny, man. The snitch says twice he goes to the toilet and twice you score. So everybody's like, back to the bog, man. Just stay in the toilet all second half, snitch. Like you can still text on your phone. You can still watch the game.
Midweek, bro, you set up base camp in the toilet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
every time your bum touches
that man, pan. You better. Yeah, I mean, for the Champions League, you better be bogged down, bro. Like this is. Yeah.
I might be in there with a campfire and s'mores. You're not coming out.
Hoopy Tiberius Hound. Is this secretly James Forrest texting us from the bench today?
That's a real Tiberius. That's Hoopy Tiberius Hound.
That's who James Forrest's middle name is after. Tiberius the Hound. Well, actually,
not a lot of people know that. Not a lot of people know that Hoopy actually fought a lion in the Roman Colosseum to win the rights to be our mascot. Hoopy is a lion-killing dog. That's where he got the Tiberius from. He was awarded a wooden sword in the Colosseum. My man is free. He won his own freedom. He won his own freedom!
Freedom!
My man is free.
Boy, 420's in the house, man. Yes. Evening, old. Well, what are you thinking? You can take halftime solo, Kaiser, or should we take a little break? What are you thinking?
Take a little refreshment break, mate. I can go to the bathroom, wash my face with some water, stop talking so much shit. At least I've stopped asking you, do you understand me?
Snitch, stay in the bathroom though, seriously. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't know.
No, Snitch, you stay out of the bathroom. It's halftime. We can't score at halftime. This is your free time, Snitch. You're running around the house.
Snitch, but back in the shit house for the rest of the second half. But anyways,
we're going to score in the second half. You'll make a face a corner on that bathroom, bro.
We're gonna do our non shit house on YouTube thing right now, I guess, and then we'll be back for the second half. 3-0 to the Celts. Gotta love what happened aside from Breno trying to kick a ball, which
that's going to
be replayed over and over and over.
That's why I rolled over it a couple of times there, Daniel, because that's going to be dissected and replayed and replayed and replayed.
Snitch is holding it for the halftime show, man. So yeah,
squeeze that poo and make it two, my man.
Squeeze it. Keep that turtle in, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
pinch that low.
Boys and girls, we'll be back momentarily. I'm going to throw up the banner here. Pinch it with love.
Pinch that poo
with love. All right, guys.
That ass for the second hit.
Yeah, hail to everybody on. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're watching. But good amount of viewers tonight. 183 folks watching online, wherever you're doing it. Big up. And 3-0 to the Celts at halftime.
Yeah. Daniel, maybe you should tell all the viewers that we are also entered a sponsorship with Govan Job Centre, and they're tracking your IP addresses, so we know. Or the gyro drops, whether you've got the internet on and you're in here watching, we can tell when you go missing.
Am I using a liver failure app for work? I wish I was, but no, I'm trooping it, just like a good Irish American boy. Fucking, I don't need liver failure bullshit, man. We're all good.
An actor. Daniel's got an acting gig tomorrow. He's shooting a commercial in Korea.
Fucking role model for the kids, man. You know what I'm saying?
For mankinis.
I gotta be hungover. There's a big alcohol culture here, man.
Of course. Daniel's got the biggest sausage in the village. That's why you moved there.
that might be true. That might be true. You should hang here in the saunas. Woo!
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, hail, everybody.
You're not supposed to be looking at them, by the way. Just to let you know, even when you are in the sauna,
anybody who's saying they're not looking at Johnson's in the shower is fucking lying, man. That's a bunch of bullshit. That's a bunch
Mom,
of bullshit.
You're a liar. Mom, you're a liar.
All right, everybody. Yo, thanks for watching. We'll be back in like 5 minutes or something.
Stop saying thanks for watching. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, that kids. Daniel's trying to send you all home to bed. Who's the snatch stay out the bathroom? Everyone else, get into the bathroom.
3:38 in the motherfucking morning here, man. We're going strong second half. So
hell yeah.
See you soon. Like and subscribe while you're taking it easy, or while we're taking it easy. Whoop. Anyways, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, bro. Kaiser doesn't go anywhere at half time. He sits here and watches chat. That's his job. Need to go for a wee break. Yeah. So you get a Begalong up. You know how it's done, Trips. Don't shame me. It's 2024. Hoopy Tiberius Hound. Don't you shame me. Snoop Dogg is going to invest in Celtic. 50 cent will buy Rangers. 50 cent is actually 50 pence, and that's half Rangers value the last time they were sold. So that sounds about right. Because they've got like half the stuff. They don't own the stadium or the training ground, or they sold all the assets the last time they liquidated. I don't think they've got anything left to sell. They'll need to sell that bike they've got in the show for him. That racer. I might go down and offer a tenner for that. $50's a Tim, I know. Well said. I hang about with 50's wee cousin. 25 pence. He's some lad. He's always doing chin-ups and that. Smoking big reefers. My man Funty. We call him Funty for short. He's got a speech impediment, right? He can't say 20. So he says Funty. 25 pence. He gets shot in the mouth as well, just the same as 50. But it was a 2-2 rifle. He's missing his front two teeth. That's what he wants for his Christmas. When is Dano coming back? Where is Dano? Christmas facts. The sad stories of James Tavernier, or Tavernier, or Tavpen, or Tavasaurus. I heard when Tav was growing up, he was so poor that if Tav never got a hard on Christmas Day, his wee sister had nothing to play with. Oh my God, such a poor family. Hoopy, that parter's electric. Yeah, I know you in real life. Do we hang about sometimes? And that's the ballad of the penalty king of Scotland. Sad Christmas stories. Hoopy's John Cullen. I love that confidence, my man. I'm John Cullen. For the clan Cullen. Big up yourself, legend. Sister Auntie. His sister, auntie, cousin, mama would have nothing to play with. They were all the same person. For the YY. Let's go. For a young team. Kaiser's for the YY. Kaiser's for the YY, but moved into the middle of the IBT when he was 15. I know basically everyone in Ibrox. It depends really on where you say. When you say Ibrox, right, there's like Copeland Road and those old sandstone buildings. They're massive. I don't know a lot of people that live there, but in the surrounding areas, definitely. Or the stanks. Lift a stank and you will find me. Yeah, when Daniel says Brendan get a yellow card as well, I was watching the replay to see the yellow card come up. I can't, right, listen, Trips, this is one of the problems, right? See, when it comes a day for the drink along, right now, it's like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. for Dano, because he's at the other side of the world. But if Dano's not here, I can't do the drink along. I don't get the keys to the channel. You know what I mean? Gav doesn't hand me the keys to take over. So even when I'm sitting here at half time, I can put my mic on, I can put my cam on, but I can't change the screen. I can't bring us back in. I can't bring up your comments. I'm a pest. I'm not even a guest. And I understand, like, can't dish the details out to everyone. You know what I mean? I would end up going live at 4 a.m. and trash Gav's channel. I just leave my pants not hanging over the banister, skid marks not. But that was one of the reasons I was like, I'm going to start my own channel. I did start my own channel, mate. That's what I did do. It's called Celtic DNA. I started it a while ago, but I never really put anything into it. But I'm going to like bring daily uploads, and me and Daniel were talking a bit earlier on about it as well. There's Daniel back. There's the boss back. You're the boss back.
Woo. Yeah, I didn't notice we already kicked back off, baby.
Kaiser's halftime hentai. Hell yeah.
We're expanding from our
from
our original OnlyFans mission, are we?
Yes, bro. Apparently.
I didn't get my third goal shot in, big boy. Jameson, give us free fucking money, you cannibals.
The captain of the ship is back. Big W anchor, Daniel himself.
Yeah, the big W anchor man. Fucking
come on,
right?
Oh, you, Daniel, innit? No, I was just saying about the last drink along. Of course, I was up watching the game. I was here waiting for the drink along. I mailed you, Daniel, didn't I? I was looking for the drink along, but it didn't happen. If you don't do it, no one does it. There's other people with the keys to the channel, but if Daniel doesn't do it, no one does it. I've not got the keys to the channel for some reason. I'm like the teenage kid who's going to come in and shit in the kettle as soon as Gav goes out.
Yeah, Jameson, I mean, seriously, aren't your viral marketing douchebags that you're like paying £1,000 a month or something to watch like social media? And I mean, where are you guys at? Like, seriously, give us free money. At least give us free whiskey.
I actually bought a couple of bottles of Jameson purely because Daniel drinks it. For no other reason. I bought it and I put it away for Christmas and New Year so I can have a few. You should have a sponsorship, Daniel.
Pretty sure Gav did the same thing. It was like after he participated in a drink along like late last season, he had like, I don't know, a sixer of Jameson bottles like delivered to the place, and he was telling me about it before we went on for one of the drink alongs, and I was like, I inspire people in all the wrong ways.
See that there, Craig, right? You're too real for Gav. See, Gav is one of the most accepting, legendary guys I've ever met, right? He's got amazing patter, quick-witted, intelligent. He's a good guy. It's not like Gav. I think he's trying to make something and just make it a wee bit more professional. And of course, I can take part in the professional or pitched as a professional side of this Celtic world. But for me,
oh boy,
I prefer not to have anything to do with mainstream media or anything like that shit. If I've got something to say, I want to be able to say it. You know what I mean, Daniel? I want to see this goal as well. Sorry,
I know what you mean. Whoop! Goal. Maida with another one, man. Dude, we are jailbreaking on these guys, man. Like, this is... I'm going to run out of fucking whiskey here, man. Jameson, send me more of this shit. Come on.
I think, Daniel, if we're going to draw a line in the sand between the drink along and what me and you got up to on the drink along, right? And what goes on in the drink along, what happens on the drink along stays on the drink along, right? Then you shouldn't be penalised for your behaviour on the drink along.
Exactly. Yeah, this is Vegas, man. This is this is Vegas for those of us who can't afford to go to Vegas.
Bro, if people are getting away with hand servicing chihuahuas and getting called out for it, then I don't think me saying know what I mean is the biggest issue on the Drinkalong.
No. You know what I'm saying?
But I seem to have took that personally. I took that personally, apparently, Dano. Fuck's sake.
I am running out of whiskey. I mean, this is disgraceful. Jameson, come on, man. All you gotta do is send me like 2 bottles a month.
Yes. Yeah, 2 bottles a month.
I mean,
Daniel, you'll get a sponsorship with Jim Beam or something like that because you're in Korea.
Fuck bourbon, man. I know. I'm gonna get like some guy who's actually watching this shit and paying attention, and it's gonna be like, hey, Dano, like, you like bourbon? You know, it's like
you're gonna get a sponsorship with proper 12. Conor McGregor's gonna come in. He's gotta be like, who the fuck is that guy? And he's got like, come on, Dano, I want you to sell proper 12 in Korea. I want all the wee Korean men running about drinking proper 12. I want you to be my representative.
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen, bro.
Yeah,
that's how you tap untapped markets. You should be over there selling Celtic strips, Dano. Legitimate ones for a change.
Pam is sober and she's taking the piss out of me on how much I drink. You know what? I mean, I only drink whiskey for the Drinkalong. That's it. I only drink whiskey for Celtic goals. That's it. I mean, I can't get excited enough about anything else to even give a fuck to drink whiskey. Like, if I go out, I'm just drinking some lagers.
I only
like, whatever.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, some of the Drinkalong, Dano. Okay, we have a drink and the games come thick and fast right now. There's 2 a week. That's only like twice a week we're having a drink. In no way are we condoning everybody drinking. We're not encouraging everybody to drink either.
Hey, big shouts. Big shouts to
Dean
the wanker mailer, man. Yeah, fuck you too. Folk Celtic, he says.
Look, my man, Dean, he's not even got a middle name because his parents don't care about him. Look, you, Dean. How does your sister feel about being your ma?
Look at this douchebag. Dirty bastards with an apostrophe. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Quality work there, buddy. Learn your fucking language. I'm an American, and you don't even speak and write as well as I do. You fucking cunt. Dean the wanker mailer. Go get some shake weights, buddy.
Shake weight.
Shake weights.
Oh, you need a sponsorship with Shake Weight over at Ibrox, don't you? 17 million in debt.
Yeah.
Clement can't be sacked. That Shake Weight, Clement.
Yeah.
Do another one of these Rocky videos with the Shake Weights in Clement.
50,000 racist sectarian jerk-offs. I mean, it's the perfect sponsorship. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah. My man's just sent you a G, Dano. I think you hit his G spot. I think that's what that means. Not just tickled his G spot. You got him, Dano?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. Bring him in. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Isn't that G with an apostrophe? Like GS? That's how you spell G's or something. I don't know. Stop raping. Look at him, dude. Stop raping kids with an apostrophe. Stop using apostrophes like a fucking idiot, bro.
Raping the kids. Okay, but these feels calm down.
Stop raping kid is. Yeah. Good work, Dean. Keep it coming.
Ladies and gentlemen,
really
we got him.
Brilliant.
Oh
man. Yeah. Hi, Dean. Yeah.
Welcome in, Dean.
Yeah, welcome.
Put your sister's sock down.
Yeah.
Dean, put your sister's sock down and get back to watching the Celtic. We're winning 4-0. It's okay, bro.
Yeah.
You can be a Celtic fan. We accept you, Dean.
Yeah, Dean, what's your favorite channel? Tomorrow we're going to be trolling the fuck out of it during Rangers 1-0 loss to whatever bullshit team they're playing. I don't even know.
I hope it's a channel with the fat guy with the sideburns. He looks like a fucking gammon steak. And he's always in like that room with the wood on it, mate. It looks like a Turkish sauna. The guy looks like a fucking gammon steak. They all look like Mr. Potato Head. Every one of their fans, mate. I'm like, what is wrong with them? Why are they so ugly? Why are they so ugly, Daniel?
We need some fucking like Motherwell supporters, because that's who they're playing tomorrow, right? Like, we need some Motherwell supporters here on the chat. What's up, you guys? Like, we have a real douchebag here
coming in, obviously, tomorrow, Daniel, when the forces of darkness align against Motherwell. We have a Lennon Miller there, a vestige of Neil Lennon, handed the captaincy, ready to put the ox to the sword. He's been handed that wee light up sword after Frodo Baggins, and he's ready to put them to that sword. It's lighting up as we speak, Daniel.
Bro, I teach like in the afternoons to kids, and we had a bunch of Halloween stuff on Thursday and Friday, and all the kids coming in like, it's the boys especially, right? I mean, they're coming in with these light up swords and stuff like that. I could not tell you how much their mothers must fucking hate the sound of those swords. It's just like, oh,
that's the sound, Daniel. That's the sound our sausages are going to make in the dark when you come to stay here. We'll get the fluorescent condoms, and we'll have a lightsaber battle, bro.
Yeah.
I am your father. No, you're fucking not.
Exactly.
Ma!
Oh my God,
Daniel says he's my dad again.
Man, I seriously do need to, like, late in the season, I'm gonna plan a trip to Glasgow, like, and we'll get some of the other contributors to do the drink along for like a game. We got to go to a game together, man.
Oh hell yeah, Daniel! A Champions League game or a derby.
Yeah.
I would love to have a time machine, Daniel, and take you back in time before 2012 and take you to an old firm game. Those were amazing. But these derbies that we have nowadays are okay as well.
None of the opposition fans. It just doesn't seem the same, man. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a dirty, smelly, inbreeding pedos.
I love that he uses the plural with dude, amazing, bro.
Yeah, well done.
This is like, you're like me. I'm still way early in my Irish language studies, and I'm like, which one do I use?
I love that.
You're like
I
a
love
native speaker of this language, you fucking idiot.
The pain fuels me. It's like
Nosferatu.
Really,
this is so fun.
Zombie
oh my God, Dean, you are fucking hilarious. You are a hilarious douchebag.
You are a hilarious.
There, you fucking moron. Get it together, man.
Welcome in, Dean.
Leipzig 2-1 down at Dortmund. I mean, so we're gonna beat them like fucking 7-0, man. I mean, they're just gonna get. I mean,
I like the way Dortmund has now become the line in the sand, Dano.
No, it really has.
It's like anyone who beats Dortmund are like world beaters, and anyone who gets beat are attainable.
We're gonna fucking smoke them. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's become
that.
It's become like this amazing home of fandom's illogic as far as the Paradise faithful go. Brilliant, man. Love it. Oh shit. Our correspondent in the future. Boom. Here we go.
Let's go. 5.
Here we go. Go. We got
hammered a couple times. Team with a fucked off. His caravan will be moving further away from the McDonald's, and he can't get any more Wi-Fi. Oh, let's go.
Man.
Dyson.
Bro. Coon again, man. Coon again. I mean, they got to be giving out cards for that build-up. I mean, we kept the ball rolling, so the ref just...
That's what I'm watching right now, Daniel. Absolutely beautiful.
Fucking hammered. But
what is that, like 23, 24 passes just in the build-up?
Yeah, just genius. Yeah, I mean...
the way Valley turns as well and gets away. Kyogo rides that challenge, plays the ball back. Beautiful. Yeah, we just keep it going.
The finish. Bro, the finish is off the charts, bro. I mean,
who's that at the edge of the box, Daniel? Is that Engels or is that Bernardo?
Is Bernardo
See the
coming
player
in?
at the
I think
edge?
it's Angles. Yeah, he's begging for it. Yeah.
He backheels the ball through and it doesn't come off, and then he slides it. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. I'm loving Angles instead, Daniel, if that's
Dude,
Angles.
And as far as goals go, man, I mean, my favorite is a good chip, but rattling it in off the bar, not the post, Kaiser, the bar. That's
hell yeah, bro.
You gotta love the bingo. I'm glad you see. I'm learning. I'm an American, but I'm learning. Really quality, dude. What a fucking goal, man. And yeah, two of my favorite type of goals.
My man's like, come on, the Circa 2012 Sevco de Mora.
yeah. It wouldn't be circa. It would be pre 2012, right?
Yeah.
Come on, the pre 2012.
Just created in a back room in Ibrox.
Come on.
Swept it all under the marble staircase, didn't they? Daniel, they swept it all. They swept it all under the marble staircase, bro. Told the victims to go see the old co and built a statue of Louis Walsh facing a school. You got to consider what this club's mental mentality is.
You know, I think
these fans came in here and start shouting and chat. He's capitals. I can hear him shouting. He's raging.
Are they trying to review if was that off? No. Okay, so the goal stands. It seems like they were reviewing something. They were doing some kind of VAR review there.
I think Brendanrodgers was offside, Dano, and that's a second yellow card.
Yeah.
Send him in his stand.
Yeah, he was kicking a blade of grass on the side of the pitch.
He's onside by a toenail. Dean, by a toenail.
Man, 5-0, dude.
Maybe if the Huns never had toenails like fucking Velociraptors, he'd stay onside.
Onside
like
by a knee. Onside by a toenail. See, the rule is absurd, man. It's absurd. There's no way you can litigate this. It's impossible.
Oh, by a kneecap. See the kneecap there, Dano?
But the goal stood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's got knobbly knees, Dano. See if he did not have knobbly knees. That goal would not have stood. He's got them knees that are like all lumpy and bumpy, you know what I mean?
Maybe I'm just fucked up and this is just fucked up, but like knobbly knees.
Yeah, knobbly knees.
Explain yourself.
You've never heard of knobbly knees? You don't know what that is?
I've heard of a knobby knee.
You've heard of a knobbing knee?
Knobby.
No.
Knobby knee. It's got knobs in it.
You know? Right. I was just about to tell you, Daniel, in Glasgow, knobbing a knee is something very different from knobbly knees.
It's a knee covered in dicks. That's a knobby knee. Yeah,
it's like just picture a can of hot dogs getting flung at a knee.
big fetish party. You know, girl just goes and sits down in the chair and just bunch of dudes are all over her.
It's like, see, usually when you see the stereotypical old man, Daniel, and he's got very skinny legs and his knees look bony and he's got the big bones popping out of the kneecaps, that's knobbly knees. So rickety, knobbly, not knobbed knees.
You know
not
what?
Like there's bunnet cheese all over them like Derry Lee.
We've got some subs coming on. We've got Greg Taylor.
Daniel, don't mention subs. Don't mention subs. Daniel, I'll start talking about Red October again. We'll get flashbacks to CCV's goal. I want that cut.
You're bringing a flashback there, are you? To Sean Connery's
Bringing a flashback, Daniel. Got a button for that.
Greg Taylor, first run out in a while. Good call, though, man. I mean, we're obviously going to need Baye in Europe, man. So even though, I mean, the good thing is we don't have to travel at all, really.
I don't know, Daniel.
We got to take a trip across town to Hampden. That's about it.
It's kind of pissing me off, Daniel, that Valley's there and we never made the option to sign him and keep him, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that Greg Taylor is still getting a game, even though when Kelly refused to sign for Celtic and was looking at a contract negotiation, Brendan says to him, players that are uncommitted to Celtic don't play for Celtic. But here's Greg Taylor running his way onto the pitch, still not signed a new contract. He's a free agent in 2 months, basically. He can speak to whoever he wants and agree a move.
Right, because he would be like a Boston move, right?
Yeah, basically, Dano. So I wouldn't play him. I wouldn't allow him to market himself playing for Celtic, so to speak.
I
I would
don't
make
know.
him. I would put him in the B team, Dano, in the Highland League, and I would tell him to be as inverted as he wanted over there until he signed a new deal. And if he didn't sign a new deal, he could stay there, Dano.
Yeah, I mean, part of me would want to do that. Part of me would agree with that for sure. But there's also the thing where you want to like sub out CCV for Europe. CCV doesn't need to play a full game today. I mean, he's done his bit. You want him for Europe, right? So it's like, you could put Leomaldo out on the left, sure, but you need to sub out CCV and what, like Welsh or one of the other banjos. Like, I really wish the Polish kid got more playing time, man. I really don't think he deserves to like.
Dano, it just annoys me see when people are like, "Oh, Brendan put Trusty on and he put Liam Scales to left back." Of course, he's going to put Liam Scales to left back. He's just to play with Greg Taylor, and Greg Taylor plays as a fucking right winger. So Liam Scales basically plays left centre back and left back. Look where he is right now. You know what I mean? And Greg Taylor thinking he can negotiate. I think he's worth more maybe than Celtic are offering him. So I don't want to be too critical with the player. But if he thinks there's another team out there that is looking at the repertoire of a left back and thinking, hell yeah, I want my left back playing right fucking wing, that's got to be Barcelona, and they can afford a lot better than Greg Taylor to play that role. Maybe coming in as an outside consultant to teach that role. I think that's why Valley's here at Celtic. He's to learn that role. And I think there's absolutely no chance of us retaining that player because he's going back to Barcelona. They've isolated what Greg Taylor does at Celtic on the overload, but also with defensive capabilities. And they've sent Valley here to learn that. And he's going straight back to Barca and straight back into that team, Dano. And that's what people don't see what's going to happen.
I don't know. I think you got a good argument, but I don't know if that's necessarily the case. The La Masia class they have coming out, I mean, it's already shown. It's got some mega teeth. But, yeah, you're probably right. For the right price, we could probably buy him, though. And I think it would be right around Arnie Engels. Would that be worth it? Hard to say. It's hard to say.
I think in the long term...
I think in the long term, he'd be worth it.
I think in the long term, Daniel, when we let players develop, even like Engels, what I said the other day about Engels, what I tried to illustrate about him is, like right now, we've paid 11 million and we're used to buying unbroken stallions with raw potential and we don't really know how they're going to develop. You know what I mean, Daniel? And now we've bought a thoroughbred stallion for 11 million and people are looking at him and thinking, we've had other horses that run fast and do work. Is this guy really worth the money? Is he that good? Well, you need to let him flourish and develop. Be worth it.
Yeah, and that's my main frustration with Celtic as a club right now and Celtic as, like, generally how the fan base is. Like, we've got to get some... We're still in this mode where we need some kind of marquee player or something like that, or like a known name or something. Bring the kids up from the academy, man. Like, I am a big believer in youth. I'm sorry. Like, I love the Juxteen days where they're bringing up 17-year-olds. You know why those kids turned into stars? Because they were given a chance.
Hell yeah, Dan.
They're not given a chance, and they keep getting bought for like pennies because we're not playing them.
For what Celtic are as a club, Daniel, for what we portray, for the mentality we instill in players, winners mentality, champions mentality, that is worth more than its weight in gold, in my opinion. But what we should be doing is exactly what we've done with Engels there. It's the focal point of young talent. Maybe bigger clubs 19, are looking
20, and thinking 21-year-old kids.
Yeah, these are ones for the future. Well, Celtic should be the tip of the pyramid for that developing talent, and we should be getting top dollar for it because what we instill in those players is that winning mentality under pressure, the ability
I mean,
to interact.
What did Liverpool buy Ben Doak for? 600,000 pounds or something like that.
Yeah, I think a
Should have
development
given
fee. I
him
think
way
it
more
was.
playing time. We should have been thinking about a kid like that, giving him starting time, letting him grow into it. But
Daniel,
you know,
for me, Daniel, it just looks like with even Ben Doak, you need to consider these kids are playing at Celtic or across the city at Sevco, and they're getting something like 2, 3, 4 grand a week, which seems like a lot of money. Certainly a lot of money in my walk of life, right? But they're getting offered to move to the English Premiership and play maybe for B sides like they're playing for here in Scotland, and they'll be getting like 30 and 40 grand a week. They're on the same
give
wage
him
as
a
Callum
shot at
McGregor.
first team football. Don't listen to like the panic people in whatever. I mean, there's just so much potential. Like the kids we scout in Scotland are like quality, man. Like, I mean, we've always been good at spotting them, and they just need a chance. I mean, even just bringing them on end of games and stuff like that. I mean, that's why I'm so excited
There seems
about
to
our
be
main man
this.
McCowan. Like, but we
the-
don't need to buy him at like,
there seems
20,
to be this
24 or something. We need to buy him
mentality.
at like 17.
Daniel, there seems to be this mentality with Celtic fans, right? And here in Scotland, especially, right? That we look at our own products and young players, and we place those players under the microscope. And when we look at players from the continent who we've paid money for, we put them under a magnifying glass. We don't scrutinise them as hard. We don't put as much pressure on them. Look at Mikey Johnston and the amount of pressure, the volume of pressure the fans put on him. He was never going to be allowed to flourish.
I mean, Johnston was different. His injury problems were the main issue. I mean, after a certain amount of injuries, like serious injuries, you become damaged goods. Like, there's not really much to go off of there. And I mean, there were long spells out, but like a guy like Ben Doak, the kid's going to be a star. Like, he's already playing at an incredible level. Play him. Fucking
Look, my man, we are in third place. We are the Poppers. Let's go.
I know.
He's sticking with it. My man's like a dog with a bone. He's gone nowhere. Daniel's hit that. That's for the real.
Yeah, Dino's back for more. Yeah. Way out of that paper. Yeah.
Picture it, mate. Just picture it.
Yeah. Oh man. You know what? We should do a drink along. We should do a drink along to the Motherwell game tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we should just carry on the drink along, Dano.
Just carry on
party on
all the way through, all the way through the game tomorrow with Rangers. Power on, man. We'll give some other people the keys to the city, and we'll see if it doesn't burn down.
We're resident people under the stairs there. Better get the phone, Dano.
Yeah. All right. Do you think, man?
Sorry, mate. That's my mate calling. My mate looks exactly like Max Brannan, but he supports the dark side of the force. So whenever these drink-alongs are happening or what, Dano, he gives me a little phone call. Dean, is that you? Away and fuck yourself. Hell yeah.
Away and fuck yourself. This guy is such
oh my god, man.
Jerk off.
I like this guy, Dano. Can we keep him?
Yeah.
Can we keep him as a pet, Dano?
Can we keep him just? Oh, dude.
Can we keep him?
Dude, you're so silly.
Don't bite.
Boy.
Don't bite the
I
hand.
don't know, because I mean, X-Man gets a little afraid of other dogs. Well, I don't want to have him in the house.
Yeah. You can get Dean neutered.
Plus, he's a fucking, I mean, he's a fucking hun. He's gonna be pissing and shitting all over the place. Like, you can't train a hun, man.
All over the streets, Dano.
Yeah, No, all over your house. He's not gonna wait until he gets outside. He's not a good boy, you know.
Mm-hmm. No, he's all over the shag pile rug. Like drop dead Fred.
Yeah, exactly.
You know it, Dano.
Exactly. Yeah. Dean, you're not even house trained and you get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Come on, big man.
I mean, see if your mum ever puts down that rusty spoon and lighter, Dean. She's going to pick those turds up off the floor and give you into trouble for that.
Yeah, not
She's too
acceptable,
busy
man.
chasing dragons, bro.
You know,
chasing dragons.
You know, here in Korea, you want to be a good boy. You got to go on your pad, man. You know, I mean, you can go outside and take a piss every once in a while, but we're so urbanized. Like,
go outside, Dean.
Gotta
Touch
go on the
some
pad,
grass.
Yeah, Dean. Try to find some grass here, man. Forget it.
Just touch some
You're
grass,
gonna be
bro.
very confused. Yo, Big Rab is in the house. Yo. Hell, Big Rab. It's been a while, man. Yeah, it's definitely been a while.
But are you a fan of Big Rab? Big Rab penis.
Big Rab penis.
Big Rab penis.
Yeah.
I wonder what he meant here right there.
And
Big Rab penis.
Once again, Dean.
Pardon me.
Dean.
Almost choked on Big Rab's penis there.
Apostrophes, please. You worship the Queen. You worship the English language. Learn how to use apostrophes, you fucking mental midget. Honestly. Keep it coming, though. You are an entertainment.
That's where apostrophes go. I'm dyslexic, Dano. His spelling looks perfect to me. My mum did put me in a pillowcase with 2 bricks, Dano, and put me in a washing machine when I was young. But yeah, his spelling looks great. Keep using those apostrophes. Prime location. Just use one between every letter. That's even better. You can't get it wrong when you use too many.
Right, exactly. You're just erring on the side of caution and idiocy.
That's it, Dano. That's what I do. You can't get it wrong when you use too many. Just put a comma and speech marks in every word.
The cock has crowed thrice. Craig Young, as always, right on point. Right on point. This is like trying to burn Five Dog in a rap battle, bro. Forget it. Ain't happening. Sarah has become a quality contributor to the channel, man. Sarah.
You said that as well, right?
Poor shitty wheat team only a few days ago. Yeah, exactly. I love that. I mean, you guys get beat 2-1. Yeah, then you're on here. You fucking shite, right? Yeah.
Listen, guys, see, just before this gets too serious, see that person, Dean, that's actually Gav on his sub account. Just try to entice the crowd. Try to whip up a bit of...
Either that or who was his boy that was on like the Drinkalong from Northern Ireland or something? Gav's like...
Diggs, it's Diggs.
Yeah, Diggs.
Diggs. It's Diggs.
Diggs, I got an assignment for you. Like, just act like a hun during the Drinkalong.
I like it when see when there's a few people in chat and they put up the emote and it's that wee face. See that wee yellow face you see there, and it's got a wee pair of specs on, Dano. That's Gav's own emote. I'm like, how did YouTube give Gav his own emote? That is bang out of the order. Where's my emote?
Yeah, like
wankers. Listen, look, Dean. I would say I'm not a wanker, mate. But like everybody else, I was a teenager at one point, and like I was doing it all the time, mate. Especially with pictures of your sister, who's also your ma, your auntie, and your granny. So
well, also, Dean, you forgot your apostrophe there.
Yeah.
So,
wankers.
I'll be back. I'm gonna get another Stelly here.
Yeah, get a Stella, Dano.
Dano's
on the Stellas. Dean,
send me free beer, Stella. Like, fuck off. And Dean, send me pictures of your micro penis.
Oh, there's Gab's emote.
Do it.
Do it. Dan will meet you in front of that Louis Walsh. Dan will meet you in front of that Louis Walsh statue for a fight. He's like, yeah. Dano knows that karate. He learned it in a YouTube video. Celtic are just dominant. This game's been over and we've come out the second half and just ensured that. Dano knows all the tricks, bro. I've been teaching him off cam how to take a house brick and put a washing rope through it, right, and tie it and make a wine alley mess. Dano knows all the tricks. And he's seen Lilyhammer as well.
Oh, yeah.
So Dano knows how to make. Dano knows how to put coins in a newspaper and pee on it so it doesn't rip. And then beat you with that as well, bro. Dano knows all the tricks.
We
paper, no
Dean
break.
Three Thumbs, here we are. Oh, everybody. Boy, easy. I know it's human flesh, but it's not that delicious, buddy.
Mm-hmm. My man Dean eats soup with his elbows, Dano.
Boy, nice. Nice. Oh, there we go. Okay. Would you say he eats soup with his elbows?
Yeah, bro, he eats soup with his elbows. He's got hands in that bit, like he picks a spoon up with the elbows and then tries to eat soup.
Yeah, well, putting your elbows on the table isn't rude enough. You gotta actually. Delicious.
Don't try and eat soup with your elbows, Dano. It's impossible. My man Dean does it, but he also decorates his room in soup, his face in soup, his Sevco top in soup.
Oh, man.
Dragon soup, Dano. Dragon soup. It's not even Heinz. It's alcohol variety soups.
I love how Dean has no friends to call in to reinforce him too. Like
Hoopy Tiberius Hound makes me think of Dog the Bounty Hunter. He's just driving about Glasgow right now on a big chopper. Like, I'm the dog. He's just hunting down Dean. He's backtracking your IP address, Dean. He's going to come to your front door. He's going to come in your house. He's going to wear you above the ball.
Yeah, if you're really unlucky, you're gonna have this guy showing up, and I mean, you're gonna get fucking kissed to death, man. Like it's gonna be pretty fierce.
That's basically the reincarnation of Tina Turner that Dano's got now. Just get the same hair.
God rest her soul, man. Tina was one of my favorites. Oh.
Yeah, well said, Dano. I hated
even
the fact that
even though those pricks, yeah, turned one of her late tunes into
like I think one of the chat earlier in the season, one of the people who are in tonight, Dano, right, actually said we should pay and get a holographic Tina Turner performing Simply the Best at Paradise at the end of the season when we win the treble, go invincible and Rangers liquidate again. We should take that song because it deserves to be with the best.
Man,
know the worst.
Do you think they're going to liquidate again? Because it looks like a real possibility. Their financial report was fucking horrendous, man. Like that just got released. Like what over the last week, bro? That thing was a nightmare, man.
You see my man's audio description of my silver-tongued ability to construct images within the mind. Like
are you talking about the priest down here, Big Des? Yeah. The married priest.
Father Big Des, who's always drunk at Sunday Mass.
Yeah, he's talking about taking the Holy Communion
up your nose. He's like
he's talking about his beautiful wife.
Tries to put your Holy Communion in your mouth, Dano, like a drunk guy trying to put his bank card in the machine.
Yeah.
Body of Christ, boom in your eye, boom up your nose. What's wrong? Do you know what the Eucharist? I think your brain's possessed. Yeah, Big Des, my man, he knows.
Brown Warrior. No, he was actually an abandoned dog. He was living in a factory for like 4 months before I adopted him, man.
Yeah, we love body.
You can. By the way, I've never mentioned this. You can follow him.
Take my fucking Eucharist.
The Superlative X. You can follow him on Instagram. The Superlative X. That's my main man.
I'm
There you
getting
go.
flashbacks, Dano. Sorry.
He's gotten
Back
his
to the
fucking-
times when I was an altar boy.
No, me too, man. I kind of
Take that,
stuck my
Eucharist.
fingers.
Body
I
of
kind
Christ.
of stuck my fingers in the. I kind of stuck my fingers in the. I was like, oh, geez, where am I? What happened?
Go the masses, indeed. Go.
My Father Ted,
Confessions of a Kaiser.
My Father Ted, you know Father Ted.
Back when I was an altar boy.
What did he say?
Oh man, dude. Our correspondent in the future, en français.
Mm-hmm. Christoph.
Here we go. I think we're up
We're
6.
6 already.
Snap.
Are you kidding me?
Already, he says.
Let's go.
Bro. Oh. Oh. Fuck. Mine for the tap in.
I must have brought the light up suit, mate. Must have brought the light up suit. Because I'm happy.
Oh man. You know what? When that 24-hour video of that shit came out, I thought that was one of the most genius things I've ever seen in the music business ever. You ever watch that? It's just like that tune over and over again, but they're filming it in different places all over the world. People are lip syncing to it, like they're doing the thing. Dude,
Oh,
it's
hell
genius.
yeah.
It's amazing. 24
It's
hours
happiness.
of happy. Oh.
We are so good, Dano. We are so
Bro.
look at back heel, that
Bro.
finish. This is Aberdeen are utterly demolished. Sorry,
I
I
mean,
told you, Daniel. Pink sky at night.
This hasn't
Shepherd's
happened to them.
delight.
I mean, credit to Aberdeen. This hasn't happened to them all season, man.
Daniel, I've not seen it in
Big
chat,
cred.
right? I've not seen it in chat and I've not seen it online, but I'm going to be the first to say it. This is the silence of the lambs. Get it tweeted out, legends. Get it tweeted out with some fava beans and I made a goal.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Ross, big love to you, but you know, I mean, you're not hitting it like our man here.
Get on Twitter, everyone, right now.
Silence of
the
the
lambs.
sheep. Kaiser.
Mm-hmm.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
Or it gets the
Or
hose
else
again.
It gets the hose again. Have you ever seen a video? It's by this group. It's by these guys called the Greenskeepers. One of them is based in like I think the UK or Australia, and then this other guy, dude I knew decently well, James Curd from Chicago. They kind of produced a lot of house music, but they made this song called Lotion, and it was all about that. It's almost like kind of an emo rock track, but it's got a little bit of a dance, like slow tempo house beat to it.
Yeah, house vibe, like
It
trance.
puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. It's all like
that sounds like that Superman song, Daniel.
Yeah.
I can be your Superman.
Kind
That
of,
one.
yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
I'll send you the video, man. That one, I don't know if you'll get more of a kick out of it than Johnny T.
There's
my guy right back there.
The Huns on Twitter, the big ones, Daniel. They made this. They made this of me, right? Which is the guy, of course, the dragon. When I went down to Ibrox after the game and I got Ange Postecoglou to touch my ball, there it is, there's my ball, right? And I'm going to go down, Daniel, and I'm going to wear that curly hair and that smoke and that jacket there. And I'm going to go to Ange.
You got to tuck it in, man.
Ange touches the ball again. Touch the ball or he gets the hose again. This is one of my favourites, Daniel. Want to know why, right? Look, they made me. And I've got like 6-pack and all that in it. I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Because
anybody like, at our age, we 6-pack all the way. I mean, if you don't have a 6-pack, you're just
obviously. I lived through the days, Daniel, when Freddos were only 10 pence, and Rocky Robbins were just launched in the store. So it's no fair. It's no fair on me, right? I'm like a war victim of the Freddo age. Freddos are 50 pence now. Kids don't even buy them. But when I was a kid, Freddos were 10 pence, and I bought them by the fist. A fistful of Freddos. That should be a Glasgow a Western movie, Daniel. Like the Dirty Dozen. A fistful of Freddos.
Right.
I demand a Western movie with 2 litres of justice, a bottle of Iron Brew getting hot off somebody's head, right? And the quick draw with bucky bottles. And it's a fistful of Freddos.
Can you put links in the chat here? Actually,
Yeah, you put links to whatever you want and whatever
Oh,
chat you
really?
want, Dano.
all right, yeah, Green
Just don't link
Keepers.
us to Desi's Facebook or he'll end up getting beat up.
Well, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Des, I'll meet you at Ibrox, right? And I'm just going to walk like this. And if you're in front of me, it's your own fault.
We'll
The
put
old
this
Lisa
as-
Simpson, Bart Simpson fight, remember, Dano? I'm just going to walk like this in the hurricane hands.
anybody who who wants a little bit of Silence of the Lambs entertainment, this is not only quality music, but a really funny video. I mean, it's all shit from the movie and all that, but
do you know what they're playing outside my window here in Ibrox right now over the tannoys inside Ibrox Stadium, Dano? The Crying Game. Have you ever seen that movie? They're playing the Crying Game.
You know what? That's the first time I saw like a full-blown penis in cinema that wasn't porn.
Whoa!
Right? That wasn't porn. That was not porn. Like a non-porn situation where I wasn't expecting to see it, and then you're like, "Oh, Jesus!" Yeah.
My first time was Finkel and Einhorn, Ace Ventura, Dano. Finkel or Einhorn?
Finkel and Einhorn.
Ray Finkel.
Yeah.
Ray Finkel plays for Rangers, Dano. It's James Tavernier. Taver Einhorn.
I know, man. I know. Oh, Jesus, man.
See what happened,
Nick,
bro? Was they
Neil,
actually got a
that is the
dolphin
final,
and they
boys.
trained it to hit a penalty? And Tav get raging.
Man.
Lacey's out.
6-0.
6-0. Let's go. Who'd have thought it?
You know, I
Who'd
think
have
we would
thought
have I think we would have a tougher time with a Motherwell final. I'm almost conflicted until I think that Dean's watching the game. And now
Oh, look, 420. Dano, look, 420. 420 just get a window into my youth, bro. I'm getting flashbacks again. His catalogue. Got to the brass section, bro. I'm looking for the bird with the hard nipples.
There is no fucking way.
It's like Gav shaking back advert.
There is no fucking way that is the musical accompaniment to your childhood memories. There's no way. It must be more like some kind of shrill scream in a forest or something.
Yeah, it's more dramatic, Dan.
Yeah, like,
dramatic.
Or
is this actually, Dano? It's actually this.
Fuck! Yeah.
Every time.
Or like.
Wait, I just think back to last Monday. Yeah, last Monday.
I think Kaiser, when you think back to your childhood, it's more like some kind of dramatic piano player, right? Like dun 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 or something like that, right? But he
Phantom of the Opera, Dano.
But he fucks. No. Yeah, no, but okay, it could be that. But he fucks it up, and then you just hear him like in the recording session, like, God damn it.
It's actually this, Dano, when I think back to my youth, it's actually. You're a mean man.
Yeah.
Right, okay, Eminem's the bomb. He's on my buttons. Need to say more. We've got Eminem.
Man, you know what? Eminem. It's all about Dre.
And
it's all about Dre producing his fucking beats, man. Dre is just.
We've got Kaiser. We've got Kaiser Magic, Dano, which I just changed the words to a song where it says a word that sounds like Kaiser, and I put Kaiser in it. It's a Kaiser Magic. It's a Kaiser Magic.
All right. So Brown Warrior is saying, take the name of your forced pet and first word in your address, and that's your porn name.
Your what pet? Your forest pet?
Your first pet.
My first pet.
And your first word in your address. I would guess that would be like, the name of the avenue you lived on. Right?
That's actually a good
one. It wouldn't be the number. That is good.
But my man's just trying to get
mine-
my address. He wants to know my street. My name
Yeah.
would be Tweedle because my first pet was a budgie called Tweedle, and my name would be Tweedle Rainy. Tweedle Rainy, like a rhinestone cowboy.
Mine would be
Smell your mom.
mine would be Lucy Riverside.
Mine would be Duffy, mate. I watched
Lucy
Scary Movie with my
Riverside.
kids the other day, and when the
Oh, no,
when the cop
Riverdale,
grabs him, he's
Riverdale.
like, "Smell my fingers, Doofy." And he's
Yeah.
like, "That's when you know you become a man." And Doofy's like,
Yeah,
"Smell
yeah.
my finger." And he's like, "That's my ass." And my kids were in pieces, mate. And I'm like, "You're like 11 and 12. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?"
Yeah, who's got their porn names? Put them up right now. I mean, mine is
Yeah, get
Lucy
their porn names up.
Riverdale. Lucy Riverdale.
Lucy Riverdale. I'm Tweedle
Yeah,
Rainy.
yeah. That was my
Me
that was my
and you
dad's.
could make a dual video like these two English bitches. At the,
That was
at
that
the
was
top.
my dad's pup when I was born, man. And
she?
actually, yeah. She was like a mixed.
Guy Fox.
She was like some kind of mixed spaniel, you know. But
Sorry, bro.
what do we got?
Names up,
Guy
weirdos. Don't
Guy
ask us.
Fucks. Guy Fucks, baby. Yeah. That's
Guy
my shit,
Fucks.
man.
What were your
Who else?
pets called?
What do we got?
Guy?
We got Molly Highfield.
Right, look, I want the pet. I want the kind of pet that you had, right, for your first name and the pet's name, so we know where it came from. So if you're like
Yeah.
a turtle called Brad, and
Yeah.
then it's like Brad, a backdoor Dumbledore. We want to know why.
You know what? You know what, Kaiser? If we start a podcast, that should be the name of the podcast. A turtle called Brad or something. Ridiculous.
I like turtles. We're the same club. That one, Dano. We're the
Yeah.
same club. I'm here with my
Yeah.
friend Jonathan. He's painted as a zombie. What do you think, Jonathan? We're the same club.
What a fine man.
I love it.
Brilliant.
We're here with
Molly
Jonathan.
Highfield. Oh
And of
man.
course, what Jonathan really says is, I like turtles. And it, Dano. I like turtles.
Yeah.
And the turtles are green, and I've got a picture
Turtles
actually,
are-
Dano.
Turtles are good animals, man. Like, what are you guys talking about turtles for? Like,
Yeah,
It's
you
fine.
guys are picking and we get rid of straws. Mate, I don't even use a plastic straw. Can't stand paper straws, but I use one just for the turtles. So don't even fuck about with me, all right? I'm already sacrificing.
no, man, I fucking use a plastic.
Oh, Dano.
Yeah, bro.
Dano. Chat, beat him up. He uses plastic straws. You see the videos of turtles and they're getting like McDonald's straws
Do you
pulled
see
out
me
their nose,
using fucking
Dano.
plastic straws? I'm not using plastic straws, you drunk.
Dano, what was the turtle doing with a full McDonald's straw up its nose? How did it get in that full ocean of water? There's a plastic straw, Dano, and then there's a turtle, and it managed to jam it in its fucking nose. That's like Darwin, bro. That's natural selection. It's not got anything to do with pollution.
I mean, we got Brown Warrior here saying, does Dan know what a turtle's head means? I mean,
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course he does.
I mean,
He's seen
that's what Who's the Snitch. That's why Who's the Snitch propelled us to victory tonight. I mean, he spent an entire second half in the toilet just to give us 3 goals.
Mm-hmm.
He had no turtle, but
My man was squeezing cheese the entire time.
he's fucking squeezing cheese, man. Unbelievable, man.
He needs TP for his bunghole.
That's fucking dedication, man. It's fucking
Mhm.
dedication.
That's a real fan. It's a real fan, Dano. Actually seen that earlier in the week, Dano, right? And it see one of those things that grinds your gears, you know what I mean? And it was reporters.
Yeah,
It-
sure.
It was reporters, right, Dano? Paid reporters running a business and creating content on YouTube, right? So they're registered as a business and they're going to watch Celtic play in Italy. And people are commenting going, like, you're the best fan ever. I see you go to every game, home and away. I'm like, yeah, the guy's a
Ooh.
fucking paid. The guy's a paid member of the press. Gets a fucking free ticket.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Come
that stuff kills me, man. Where people just have no concept of like
Mhm.
the amount of hospitality it takes to like run a club and like give people freebies and all that type of stuff.
It's
If
people
you're
getting
running like
that.
a minor club, that has like a 200 capacity. You know how many people are in
That's
there?
devastating, isn't it, Dano, to a small club?
Glatui, yeah. But I mean, clubs have got to do it, man. They've got to show their shit. They've got to
The
show their
turtles are
turtle.
evolving.
They've got to show their turtle.
Using straw snorkels, bro. Craig Young, I love your mind, my man. Let's go. I could just picture that turtle now with two McDonald's straws bent, and it's just
Craig.
swimming at the top of the water like Abergall, dickheads.
Craig is basically in a battle with himself to make the call of the game every single time we're on the Drinkalong. Like Craig, every time it's just like
Craig basically goes in and
wittiest comments.
Craig goes in for a shower, bro, and he takes 2 Celtic socks and he puts a bar of soap in each, and he just stands and whips his cell with both of them, bro. That's how he gets clean. My man is so hard. It's the only way to clean him. My man is so tough. I singled out Big Hamish.
I mean,
as
that's
well,
hardcore. That's like Marine hardcore, man.
Yeah, mate. You seen Full Metal Jacket this one time, mate? This one time at band camp. Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal.
No, that's a movie. We should just watch movies, Dan. We should do a Drinkalong movie along.
That's a motherfucking flick, man. You know, I mean, obviously it's Halloween, right? We were talking with a couple of my friends. They're like big film buffs, man. we were talking about The Shining.
That's a euphemism for felching. I know what felching is, bro. That's when a guy replaces your straw roof. Or is that patching? I don't know. I'll Google it.
By the way, speaking of like misplaced, either misplaced or misthought of sexual euphemisms, there was an airline in Kazakhstan called Scat Airlines. Can you believe that shit?
Yeah, I believe anything about Kazakhstan after the movie Borat. I just believe anything about Kazakhstan.
This was a documentary, clearly.
Yeah, it was clearly backed with facts.
from the tops of the capital to the gates of Jewtown. Did you ever see that footage of, and I forget what it was. It was some minor kind of definite Olympic sport, but they were hosting this athletic competition related to it in Iran.
Is that the dictator when he shoots people, Daniel, when he's running?
I don't know, Iran, but somebody from Kazakhstan won one of these competitions, right? And so she's like on the stand with like people from and they played the national anthem from Borat, bro. They played it on YouTube. It is on. She's standing there. Kazakhstan, you are a very nice place. Oh.
Let my man Craig Young. Confessions for his past. And it's sad. He had something happen similar to him, Daniel.
That is definitely not.
Back in Pullman and the young offenders, guys beat me with bars of soap and socks, Kaiser. Only kidding. I was never in young offenders. Well, okay, my man, we believe you.
Jerry, who I think is down at the Singapore CSC, he just, you know that GIF of Homer Simpson just kind of receding back into the bushes. Yeah, he just put that on like the Celtic World group chat. Brilliant, man.
he's fading out. We're not fading out, Jerry. We're staying okay. We've got Dean in the background here getting peeled. Dean came in earlier on and called us all names. I searched his Facebook. I got a picture of him. This is him here. He's worried about the Motherwell game coming up. His mother's no well.
Man, I don't know. We should definitely think about doing the Motherwell game live. Like they are so in a mess. I could totally picture Motherwell getting at them, man.
For me, I never watched them, right, Daniel? And it's I'm a big fan of know yourself, know your enemy. That's the way to achieve ultimate victory. So sometimes any Celtic fan out there, right? Any Rangers fan out there, you ask them to name the starting lineup, any starting lineup of a Celtic or Rangers squad, and they can name it. Because they respect their adversary, you respect your opponent, you got to know about them to defeat them.
Absolutely, man.
I just don't respect what's on this side of the city right now. It's just
No,
I could
no,
name
they,
2 players in the squad. They've just got nothing to offer us.
no.
Absolutely nothing.
Well, that's the other thing. They didn't make the Champions League like they had been possibly projecting to do with, like, you know, the meth addicts Cantwell and Raskin or whatever. And it's just turned into a complete nightmare for them.
Mhm.
They don't know where they're going. I've never seen this club as a C as they are right now. And I mean, like, even in 2012 when they liquidated, they just have no concept of anything that's going on. I mean, the whole who's the player who was like on the verge of a certain amount of games in his contract and they fucking sat him out?
Hadji, bro. They put him in
Hadji.
the B team.
Yeah, which is obviously one of
And they
the Celtic
refused to pay
supporters'
him, Dano.
favorite names in a
And
Rangers
the
shirt,
face
even though it's
painter.
not the same guy. But yeah, it's just a joke, man. It's a fucking joke with them. Like, they're
PO level.
completely lost. Like, who else is gonna buy this albatross of a club?
Oh, Dano,
Like, are they
this
gonna have
chat is
an
inspirational.
dude? It's
Bro, this chat is inspirational. See that there? That Imperial leather.
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
brand of soap, Imperial leather.
Craig. Well, this is just Craig adding to his string of victories as far as, like,
Yeah.
sweet calls go.
Come on the show, Craig.
He's always on it, man. Craig. Like, honestly, dude, we should start like a Wednesday
You
podcast.
don't need to put your face on it and stuff if you don't want to. Like, that's
Yeah,
one
yeah,
thing
yeah.
I noticed, Dano, was a lot of people seeing more different podcasts. They release just the audio version, and I'm like, a lot of our comedy that we have on the podcast with the chat is very visual. There's visual comedy as well as saying shit. There's pictures that go along with it.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
comments that go along with it. So playing that back strictly audio, it doesn't
It's
always
fine.
make sense. You know what I mean?
It's fine with us. I mean, we could add
But it's
whatever
fine if people
visuals. I
want
mean,
to
you're
come in.
obviously we could add whatever's in your background right there and, like, just make it the podcast and, like, just have the audio shit going on. I mean, a lot of even people who are watching videos nowadays, like, let's face it, they're not watching the video. Everybody's fucking around on their phone and they're just listening to something. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like
Well-
radio is dead or just strictly audio is dead, but people want the option to be, like, looking at something when they're doing it. And even if it's not audio, even if it's just an image, doesn't matter, man.
I can only speak from my own experience, right, Daniel? And what I do most days now is I watch podcasts, I catch up on Celtic updates and Celtic news on YouTube. I do my usual things that I cut about the house and do, and whatever work I've got to do is done, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I watch uploads of, it's always Celtic content, podcasts, some gaming content. I'll maybe play some games on my PC because that's what I got it for originally. But I like the fact that it's opened more doors and I can use it for different kind of stuff. Like what we're doing today, you know what I mean? We can change the backgrounds. I can do all this, you know what I mean, Dano?
Yeah,
I've got
to
mess around. But I like the fact that I got to investigate that through streaming and stuff and bring it to the Celtic community through these uploads and the stuff we do. I would like to do it a lot more, but I'm more crazy. I like to show up and take part, Dano, and set off the fireworks rather than schedule the party. You know, I'm
absolutely.
that kind of person.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, both you and I are fire starters, man. You know, let's face it. But we don't like to be convicted of arson.
Sunday dinner at mine's 4:20 get done. Steak pie. Steak pie, motherfucking steak pie. Steak pie, motherfucker. If you've never seen that, Daniel, go on YouTube and just type in steak pie, motherfucker, and you'll get a Dr. Dre version of steak pie. It's really good.
Aye. Well, do that. I mean, you
Steak,
gotta return me the
steak.
you gotta return me the favor. I sent you Johnny T.
I'll send you
You
the
know what I
link,
mean?
Daniel, right? I'll
Oh,
send you the
fucking
steak pie
yeah!
link.
You send me the steak pie. You know what I mean? You gotta
Right.
return the favor.
Now, Daniel, first time it was jelly and ice cream when Rangers die. But see, bye, Miss American Pie. It's steak pie when Rangers die this time. Motherfucking steak
when
pie.
Rangers die.
Singing bye, cause we're having steak pie.
I mean, look at this from our. Now, I'm not sure if this is our main man David Reed or if this is other David Reed. However, should we buy the Rangers for £2 and use them as our feeder club? No. You know what? We're gonna go with Kaiser's plan, where we buy like Dundalk or something,
Yeah,
and
an
then
Irish team.
use Rangers as Dundalk's feeder club.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just raise Ibrox to the ground and turn it into like a 4-pitch field or something.
I actually have a
Last training ground, and then
I have a
everybody in Govan can watch like Celtic's future.
I have a game that I play, Daniel, right?
Yeah.
I have a game that I play on the PC, and it's called Infection Free Zone, and it's like a camp of survivors, and you build up like a defensive base, scavenging the local resources, and it overlays onto maps from actual Google Maps, so you can select your own home neighborhood. So like my home neighborhood, Daniel, is my base, and I am pulling down Ibrox brick by brick, the stadium, to save the world from zombies, bro. In this game, I'm taking it down, Dano. I'm taking it brick by brick.
This is what the zombie series and all this other shit have failed to cover, which is that the zombie infection goes worldwide. Like, we're talking World War Z, we're talking whatever, The Walking Dead. We all know where it came from if you're a Glasgow Celtic supporter. It all starts at Ibrox, and the infection just spreads the fuck out, man.
You play Rust? I actually watched Rust. I watched
I'll be right back.
Hell yeah, Daniel. I watched a guy called Kimomo, and he's an admin abuser. He bans hackers with his admin privileges. But I've never played Rust. I played DayZ, Craig. I love DayZ. It's one of my most favourite games, my man. That's why it was post-apocalyptic zombie survival games, and the fact that this game was a real map version, basically like overview Google Maps, overhead view of Google Maps, and it's your own neighbourhood. Like, basically, one of them, I'm in my own neighbourhood in Ibrox, and my own home is our home base, and we're pulling Ibrox down brick by brick. And my other one is Paradise, and Paradise is my base of operations, and we're reclaiming the world from Paradise. We're looting the local houses, we're dispatching soldiers, we're defending against the infected. It's pretty shit, mate. In all honesty, the game's pretty shit. The game's pretty shit, but I have fun. It was just things I was looking at because I did gaming and streaming, and then come over to these podcasts. How I could bring people with me towards gaming. What if you guys came over? What if I had this kind of support? What if I had 420, Brown Warrior, Who's a Snitch, Craig Young? What if I had yous in my chat while I was gaming? That's like the fucking uniting legends. You know what I mean? That's the Guard of Honor. That's I done that. Avengers assemble.
On skin, or else it gets the hose again.
420, right? See, before I know, like, when I come onto this podcast scene, why do you think someone could come into a podcast in an environment living in the middle of Ibrox and have 200, 150, 300, sometimes more people watching, not be nervous, not stutter, not stammer. It was because I did the gaming streams and I had people watching. I had like 4,000-5,000 people watching, but that's globally. That's all over the world. That means nothing locally. 120 people from Glasgow and surrounding areas watching. It bears more weight than people watching from all around the world, because I'm never going to see those people. It's like getting your shirt off on holiday and your tits out. I'm never going to see these people, but I might see you in Asda, bro. I might see you in Asda. You get me, Dano? I might see this man in Asda. So, like, he'd be like, hey, Kaiser, I know you've got inverted nipples. I seen them live on Tinder. Like, thanks, my man. I actually only broadcast on Grindr.
I mean, actually, Kaiser, this is like one of the moments I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know why either of us would be flashing our tits into anything.
I just do that. I do that sometimes, Dano. I'm sorry. I was trying to build up to it.
I mean, we're still waiting for the light up suit. I think
you want me to get the light up suit,
if we
Dano?
win on Wednesday, I think we got to get it out.
Right, so
you better have it ironed out.
What do you mean ironed, Dano? I've got it right here. Look, this is Kaiser's battery pack for the light up suit.
There it is.
Look, that bad boy. It's got a picture of my spirit animal there. Roberto Marley.
Yeah. Bob. Yeah.
Yeah, he's my spirit animal, bro. Look, boom, Bob in the Champions League. Boom, he's scoring headers, Dano. Boom, 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 boom. 6-0 Celtic.
420 as usual, coming in with a good call. Sam Dano, I don't know if Kaiser is talking to me or God.
Both. What if God was one? Blue, 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 blue. Just a slob like one of us. I'm talking to God, mate. I'm channeling something. Hopefully an extra bottle of wine, because this one's finished.
What was the name of our little fucking micro penis fucking Rangers troll tonight? What was his name again?
Is it no Dean?
Dean.
The last dinosaur. He's my friend and a whole lot more. Dean, the Sefco dinosaur.
Oh, man. Dean.
It was Dean.
If you're still on apostrophes. Come on, man. You've got to use it right. Someday you're going to meet the fucking king.
One of us.
Oh, my God.
I'll meet you anywhere, Dean. I'll meet you by the Clyde. I'll meet you right now, Dean. Me and you and me, Dean, ain't nothing but mammals. You know what's got to happen?
Yeah. We might have had some things blown out against Dortmund, but you know what's going to happen again.
Yeah. It's always good, bro, when you undergo that 7-0 pounding and then you come back to a domestic environment and pound someone else 7-0 or 6-0. It's just like puff your chest out again. All of a sudden you start hearing that music. You start hearing that boogie nice music.
Man,
when you walk
most mainstream motherfuckers are going to go with Dyson as player of the game tonight. You got an alternate? Like, I don't really see it.
To our man of the match, I think Maeda was outstanding, and he finished those ones that he usually slabbers all down his chin. You know, Dano, is usually you're trying to spoon feed him soup and he'll blow when he's meant to be sucking. You're like,
right,
and your soup's everywhere. But no, he finished those tonight.
He's thinking he's doing the right thing by blowing on the spoon of soup.
And Kyogo as well, Dano.
He's way too close, right?
I would say Kyogo's finish, I was glad to see that. That was clinical, the way he lasered that into the top corner. Dyson's performance, he really needed the rest he got before this game. Coming back in, he looked jaded, weathered. a bit tired, but he was back to burning on all cylinders, of course.
Michael Ross, man.
But Arnie Engels as well, Daniel. I was well impressed with Engels and the work he put in and his fight and his determination. And
I think if you were going to have an alternate man of the match, it would be Kuhn, man.
Yeah, Kuhn played well on the wing as well.
Kuhn them had, I mean, a couple of those times where Hatate gets in for the tap-ins. I mean, it's all Kuhn. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's all the Kuhn.
Yeah, bro.
Seriously, we need more trolls on this channel. We are gonna rip them the fuck apart. Come to the Drinkalong, boys. Come on, hunters.
That's like the
get the fuck out of here.
See, when I crack around other chats, Daniel, and other pods, see the guys who come in here and the ladies that come in here, right? They're the big hitters. They're the ones that come in with the big comments, the big IQ, the big brains, the big beatdowns, the big put-downs. So anyone who comes in here, it's like the Justice League is in chat. We've got Batman and Wonder Woman in there issuing slaps for fun, bro.
They're not fucking around, man.
Nothing.
Yeah, dude. I've always been really disappointed with any type of channel that runs into adversaries and runs into trolls, and then it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna cut them out. I get that, like, you get to a bigger platform and you're getting flooded with bullshit, and like guys are just hitting like a period and just fucking flooding your chat. But seriously, just call them out. Just fucking confront them. I'm so sick of this, like, just being isolated and within good vibes and all that stuff. Just confront these cunts, man. I'm fucking sick of this crap. Like,
for me, Daniel, what happens is, see, some people are low in their life and they start social media and they send out a few tweets and they get some likes, and then they start deriving their worth from the volume of likes they receive on social media. It doesn't matter that they have a poor life in reality. They're deriving their worth from the volume of likes.
No, man.
So when a troll comes in, that's earth-shattering to those kind of people. Because then if they're taking a comment of a random person online saying, you're handsome, and they're taking that to heart, when someone comes in and says, you're fucking ugly, they're taking that right to heart as well, isn't it, Daniel? Their heart's just as open to both the love and the hate that you experience online.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I think Brown Warrior is kind of nailing it right here. What you don't want is an echo chamber for sycophants, and that's exactly what the internet has become. It's basically like,
that's why I don't watch some podcasts, but
like, for instance, they were talking about
off the bus.
Like pre-2020, right? Trump, his admittedly massive Twitter account, right, was almost like 40 or 35% bots. You know, I mean, they've been talking about the dead internet theory, right? There's so much
trolls, so much AI, Daniel.
Crap, right? But dude, just, you know, take it as it comes. I don't like not confronting people who disagree with you. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's extremely adversarial, like people who are Rangers fans who are on our chat. Like, oh, you're banned. Like, fuck that, man. Let him go. Okay. Like, I don't care.
For me, Daniel, it's like goats butting head. You're allowed to say chalk, and I'm allowed to say cheese, and we're allowed to disagree.
Exactly.
Your opinion does not need to bend to my will. No one needs to be proved right. That's the Karen generation, Daniel, where I'm right and you're wrong.
Exactly.
No one's right and no one's wrong. Everyone's right and everyone's wrong. Shut the fuck up. Get out of my way.
No one's right. Everyone's wrong. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But, you know,
try to get it work.
Right.
Get out of my way.
Can I talk to the manager? Like, don't be a little bitch, man. Like, just take it and give it back. Like, I'm sick of this fucking internet culture we've developed that's just so weak and precious.
Dean is, someone said Dean is still here. Of course, Dean is still here. Dean is actually strangling himself with a pair of his sister's socks. He's hanging himself to a door handle. He's like this much off the floor with his bum cheeks, and he's engaging in a bit of squanching in it. I know that's what it's squanch. He's
Actually, X-Man was thinking that I was actually literally getting joked. If you heard in the background, he's like, ah! He heard me make that sound. He's like, get the what? Fuck off, son. Who's back there with him? Is that Dean? Man.
I've got 4 bars on, mate. A bit of toast. Anybody want a slice? That's Warburton's.
Just keep rolling with it, man. Who the fuck cares? But anyways, does anybody have man of the match aside from Maeda? Aside from possibly, I mean, anybody thinking? Is Dean our man of the match?
I know. The voice reminded me that I've got 4 bars on the fire. That's because it's -9 in Ibrox, and I need to go to the heating on full. I need to blow the heat out. I'm heating up the full area at Ibrox.
Yeah, right.
The police actually chapped my door yesterday, and they said, "How come there's snow on everybody else's roof, and there's no snow on your roof? Are you growing plants, Kaiser?" And it's not. It's because I've got heating. Because I'm a Celtic fan, I get that green energy. I get that surge.
Yeah, right. It's not just negative energy like you're guarding the north wall or whatever.
Winter is coming. I'm basically Jon Snow, Dano. I'm the only Jon Snow.
They all are right now. They must be shitting themselves because Motherwell can be a weird bugbear team, man. We know it as well as anybody.
Roasting, man. Fucking hell. I need to change that picture, Dano. I'm actually sweating looking at it. I need to turn my toast over, Dano. I'll be a minute, right?
Crop-tastic.
Fucking hell, man.
Oh, man. But yeah, dude, they must be kind of pissing themselves before tomorrow. I mean, honestly, if I'd watched Rangers, I don't care whatever Rangers team fucking rolls out there and rolls over and undefeated, once tied. What are we? 9 games into the league season, and just we watch them blow out Aberdeen like we did tonight. Complete dismantling. I'd be nervous. Whoever I was playing tomorrow, you have to fucking win. And this team fucking bottles that type of shit. I mean, that manager does not know how to handle it.
There was a bit of that. There was a bit of that. Someone's O has got to go before we played Aberdeen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Dano?
Yeah.
I'll get you know what I mean, because it rhymes with Aberdeen. That's a Legion of Kun, by the way. That's a Legion of that's Kun and Johnston. That's a Legion of Kun. There was a bit of that. What you going to do? They've not played anybody, and then they drew with us, and the forces of darkness thought they were going to march over the top of them, firmly get put in their place, and all of a sudden they start supporting the sheep, like the sheep were going to turn up and do something tonight. I think the potential was there, and I'm definitely enjoying having a challenge. It's a welcome challenge in the league, and there was big stamps of feet because Celtic were undefeated, Dano, right? And Aberdeen were also undefeated, but Celtic had been defeated in the Champions League. So Aberdeen we're the only undefeated team in Europe right now. Well, how is that tasting right now?
I mean, I've always had a soft spot for Aberdeen. The first person I met here in Korea back in 2005 was this lovely woman from Aberdeen, man. She was so cool. And she was one of my best friends before she moved out, maybe a year and a half later. And yeah, I've always had a soft spot for the Dons, man. I mean, certainly not the Huns, but the Dons with the Fergie legacy and a lot of the other stuff that goes on, man. I mean, Aberdeen, they're a tough out, man. They're a tough out in Scotland. I mean, they're a fucking plucky club, and I like them, man. But not over our boys, man.
I always thought,
we gotta hand it to them.
I always thought this side of the city where I live, which is basically Mordor. I live in Ibrox, right, legends? So when I say this side of the city, I'm talking about Ibrox. They always think that a big investor is going to come. A big investor is going to come calling and dump bucket loads of money in here. Some sort of American billionaire is going to come rolling in. But for me, if I ever had any sort of money to invest, I wouldn't invest in top clubs. It's like when you play FIFA, you take over the smaller club and you bring back the tradition. Aberdeen is that club in Scotland. That's the Ruby of the North. The Red Dragon rises. They've got oil connections through North Sea oil.
or like Hearts or they've always seemed like sleeping giants. Hibs, like there's so much potential there. But you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you what. If Snoop Dogg takes over Paradise, man, it is going to be on. League is going to be over for like 20 years.
See, if Snoop Dogg invests in Celtic, he will insist the lights we used to grow the grass get used to grow weed. he'll have paradise. He'll want paradise.
It's going to grow better than a normal pitch, man. It's going to have more bounce to the ounce, man.
Snip will buy like 5 fields in Scotland and they'll be like, this is paradise weed. We take the full pitch off of paradise and we plant it in a field and we grow weed on that. That's Celtic weed. And everybody's going to want that, Dano. Everybody's going to want that.
Yeah. It's your 4 green fields. You know what I mean?
It's actually fed hunters.
It's going to be quality.
Fed hunters, Dano. They just drip down on it.
Yeah. The purest, most putrid water, but it makes plants just grow.
Refined hunters. With all that zombie extract.
Yeah. Exactly. He's gonna have to have a meeting with the ground staff and like guys taking care of the pitch, but it'll get done. Done. Kind of money he's bringing into Scotland, everyone's gonna be like, yeah, whatever. I mean, do you want us to grow it extra? You want us to grow it extra tall during the summer, like in the off season? We're fine.
I mean, that's it, Daniel. Snoop just wants to ensure that they know how the lights operate and how to keep them a certain distance away from the plant, and how you force them to grow, and what a vegetation period and a flowering period is. Snoop wants to exchange all those skills with the ground staff at Celtic.
Also, I mean, we're entering new markets here, right? I mean, you've got how many U.S. states and Canada as a whole where the shit is legal, right? You start bringing in Snoop weed from Paradise. I mean, this just writes its own script.
It does. 420 is actually locked in talks right now with his
all
Celtic
the games.
board.
All the games start at 420. Like there's no exception.
Every game's 420.
Every game's 420. Like whatever you guys.
Wherever you are in the world, it's always 420. It's always Celtic time.
It's always like 420 in Paradise.
Snoop's just like,
oh man,
so it's done.
Good times.
Dano, we need to tie this up because we're not going to stay live until the Motherwell game. But we will be live probably.
We are not
for the Motherwell game.
We definitely need to think about doing that. Definitely.
Yeah, watch along.
Is it the same time tomorrow, or it must be earlier because it's Sunday, right?
I think it's the same time, Dano. I've not even checked myself, so I wouldn't quote.
I gotta check it out. Let's see. Pepe.
Stop exposing me, Des. Nobody knows. Nobody knows, Des. Nobody knows, all right? Nobody knows. They're just big fags, Des. They're just big, long fags.
They're just big, long fags.
Daniel, you're not allowed to call them fags. You're American. Now, cigarettos. They're big, long cigarettos, Daniel.
Simply repeating your unacceptable fucking language.
You're not allowed to call them fags, Daniel, but I'm Scottish. I'm still allowed to call fags fags when they come to a packet.
Shut up, you fucking cunt. So that'd be like midnight my time. It's actually 3 p.m. I kind of figured with Sunday, man. Scotland with the kickoffs. It's kind of earlier, so it's not early, but I can do it. So however we want to do it,
let's do it then, Dano.
Let's watch.
Let's watch the Jelly Kingdom crumble.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Is it apple crumble
Jelly
Sunday?
Kingdom. The
Let's
Jelly
watch it.
Kingdom
Let's see if the Jelly Castle can
crumbles.
stand up to attack.
Yeah, really. So let's think about it. But hail to everybody on the channel tonight,
Yeah,
man.
legends. Hail, hail.
218
One.
here to end off the show, man. You guys are fucking legends, man. Anybody watching anywhere, make sure to hit that like and subscribe on YouTube, man. And who would win this battle of death in the background with Kaiser? We've got
That's a tag team.
shoulder pad AJ and shoulder pad Kuhn. Oh, this is a tag team.
Yeah, that's
Who
the
are they up
Legion of
against?
Doom. The Legion of Doom, Dano. That's a Legion of Kuhn.
The Legion of
They're
Kuhn.
classic 1980s wrestlers, Dano. They'll be backed up by Dano and Kaiser. We're the Bushwhackers, Dano.
Yeah.
Money Bushwhackers.
Yeah, they're facing off against us. We're in trouble. here.
No, they're facing off. We are, as a quartet, facing off against the forces of darkness, Dano.
Oh, okay.
Just go back
All
to
right.
any Papa Shango, Dano, the Undertaker. We are just doing all them, Dano. The forces of darkness. That's it. That's the Bushwhackers, mate.
Man, what a performance tonight, though, man. That was so. That was something else, man. 3-0 at the half, 3-0 at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Another, it's 6-0 total. I mean, you just can't beat this shit, man. And for a little fire up for us at Paradise on Wednesday night, as Johnny D would say, fabulous. You know, I mean, it's perfect. It's fucking perfect, Kaiser.
Hell yeah. Don't worry about it, plunge. I know I'm a wank, mate. I already confessed to that earlier on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry about
Yeah,
whatever happens in the Drinkalong. Stays in the Drinkalong, bitch. It's fine.
Purple Punch. Send me a supply.
Yeah, and seriously, Jameson, Stella, get me some fucking booze, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, do your job, huh?
Oh, you as well.
If there's one thing you got to say in Chicago, do your job.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Stay blessed, legends, right? We'll see you later.
Right.
Hail,
All
hail.
right. Yup.